Hey, Sarge. So, yep, welcome to the new FMAC.
Hey, thanks. Oh, FMAC. What does FMAK stand for?
Well,
I'm the
give
fucking
it
voice of
give it a
reason
minute,
around here,
Sarge.
and you've
I
got
think
me
it'll come
pissed
to you.
off.
Oh, I was just about to say I'm talking to an empty room, and hello, nerdy. How you doing tonight? I thought I'd come in see if anybody was going to find us tonight. Oh, is she at the talking at the convention? Probably be a good speech. She's a good talker. I just spent about the last 12 hours over at the Vigilance Committee talking to Cliff and Nikki and a couple other people. Hello, Donna. Yeah, like I was saying, I thought I'd come in for a bit, see if anybody's around. Might not stay long if nobody comes in. I'll better do this before I forget. By the way, nerdy, I don't know if you saw it or not, but the civil rights lawyer covered that guy that got shot in Anchorage by the cops when they said he pointed the gun at him, and now video surfaced that showed he had the gun pointed at the ground the whole time. So I hope you two had a good day today. Yeah, it was pretty obvious he never lifted the gun at all. That was one of the things we just talked about over there at Cliff and Nikki's. They do an interesting show if you guys have never checked it out. If you're into all that civil rights stuff and that. That's what they mostly concentrate on. Things going any better for you, Donna? Yeah, that's the thing. Like somebody like that, like you say, he's waving his spear around. Yeah, that's what they have tasers and mace and stuff like that for. They just shoot people right off anymore. Yeah, it's kind of, and that's their training. You know, a lot of the European countries, and of course, a lot of them, not all their cops carry guns, but the ones that do, when they train them, now this is the last I knew, a couple years ago, they will train them to like shoot a guy in the leg if it's necessary to take him down. But our police forces, they train them at center mass. And I think we all know there are times when they have to shoot to kill or whatever, but I don't know. All those cases where they shoot somebody running away and stuff like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it. A lot of them, they think of themselves as cowboys. Kind of goes to their head. I didn't, yeah. Well, that's another thing we were talking about tonight, Donna, is how much they got away with before there were cameras all over the place. Those dead men can't tell their side of it. You see all that stuff now, and they still try to get away with it, and a lot of times they do. I didn't happen to notice, since I was over there for quite a while, if Finkel put up an update on his sweepstakes, I think he calls it, to check the leaderboard. Let me see. 5 hours ago, I saw that one. Okay. The last he posted, Izzy was ahead by a couple of votes. I forget, might have been F3 that was in second place. Yeah. You don't mess with the Marines. I didn't bother sending this out to any of the other channels, like we've done a few times. We'll post it to like my channel and Sarge's channel for the first couple of minutes just to get people's attention, but kind of hoping that the people who care will start finding us on over here on their own. Hey, GMK. Couldn't possibly agree more. Yeah, that's another, hey, Mr. Nicky. It's another thing. It's like I didn't watch the Olympics at all this year. And like these conventions, I used to watch them front to end too. Just kind of, after you've seen 123 of them, they start to lose interest, I guess. I was telling these guys before you got here, Mr. Nicky, that had an interesting panel over at with Nicky and Cliff tonight. They always have good subjects. I shall do that. Yeah, she usually does, Mr. Nicky. She usually does. Uh, so, of course, I'm still running the scroll to remind people that Jocelyn will be back this Sunday, 1 o'clock. So, I got to tell you guys, just before coming in here, I hurried up and sent her a message saying I assume we're still on for Sunday since I haven't heard any different from you. And I sent her the link for the room and told her what time I'd like her to come. She responded to me, I will be there. Thank you. And that's the same thing she said to me after she was here the first time. She thanked us. And man, we're just so grateful to her for coming in and telling her story. My phone said I just got a message. Let me see if it's anything important. Yeah, okay. My chauffeur just confirmed my pickup time tomorrow. Trying to find a picture I was going to share with you guys. Hey, Cliff, how you doing? I was just telling them I slept through most of your show tonight, Cliff. Wasn't very exciting whatsoever. Oh, I hear a click. Hey, Nikki, how you doing?
Well, I figure since Mr. Nicky and Cliff's here, I might as well show up, right?
Hey, somebody's got to keep an eye on them. Yeah, it was a good discussion tonight. 12 hours is a little long, but you know.
Yeah, it is, especially, when I won't shut up.
Yeah, everybody kind of noticed that. Uh, I'm looking for something here, and I need a Nikki. I need a Nikki.
Well, while you're looking, I'll say hello to Nerdy Joe and GMK. Oh, I'm Mr. Nicky. Hello, Donna. Um,
Don't say hello to Ariel because if he won't come up on the panel, then we just don't acknowledge him.
I don't even see him in chat, so I won't say hello. Oh, there's Ariel. Okay. I won't acknowledge him. Other than I don't understand his channel. Oh, wait. I understand his question. It's because he woulda come up if I wouldn't be here.
Oh, okay, we'll stay here then. So here, just wanted to share this with people. Apparently tomorrow is my nephew's first day of third grade, and he seems to have everything he needs. There's his backpack, I guess. You get the feeling the kid kind of likes sports.
Just a little bit. Yeah, especially the "You're killing me" smalls.
Guess that actually must be what is like, what do they call those folder things? Anyway, yeah.
Uh, yeah, what are they called? Those the folder thing, the Trapper Keeper, that's it. At
Yeah,
least that's what they
yeah.
were called back in the 1800s.
You know, one of the things I get a kick out of his mother, who's my niece. This is actually my great nephew. Um, she did not like sports whatsoever. If she could have, she would have never gone to gym class. She just was not interested in athletics. So of course, she has a boy that just absolutely falls in love with every possible sport and wants to go to every sporting event he can. And luckily, his father likes it too. They just spent the weekend at the Little League World Series, and they go to there's like semi-pro games and stuff around here. It's a little far for them to go to the big leagues, but yeah, I just get a kick out of that. His mother had no interest whatsoever, so of course he's just obsessed with it.
That's yeah, that's funny. Um, and to answer Mr. Nicky's question, Cliff's blood pressure didn't come down. He had to deal with me after the show.
Well, I saw you had him shaking. I don't know why you torture the man that way.
Because that's my job. That's my job. Don't you guys understand that? Hi, Bill.
I, I know. I saw at one point, that one time he was saying about, oh, you're good at pushing the buttons, and I thought, yeah, I bet Mister Nicky can talk on that subject.
I don't push Mr. Nicky's buttons because we've been together so long that when either one of us when either one of us are mad at the other one, we just walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't talk to each other. We can sit in the same room and just not talk to each other.
And hello, Bill. How you doing? I always liked the saying along those lines. Right? It was in a book I saw quite a while ago, and who knows how long it goes back. But somebody said, nobody can push your buttons like your mother does because she's the one who installed them all.
And I have to say that that is probably true, if you ask my daughter.
I'll be looking forward to. Hope I get to watch the full show on that guy that was there today. That I was disagreeing with what he's doing, but I still think he was treated wrong. I'd like to see the full video and all that.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on an email to set that up. And like Cliff said, that will be a Sunday. It will not be this Sunday. We're doing Midwest Accountability. Midwest Accountability is not going to be there unless he happens to pop into chat. Because he's out of town. but we do have his permission to use his stuff. So that'll be Sunday at 1:30, and your FMAC podcast is at noon. Am I correct?
It's noon your time, so yeah, we will be done by 1.
Okay.
We'll be done by 1 your time.
Yeah. And then ours starts at 1:30 my time.
Um, we do have a tendency to talk backstage for about 12 hours afterwards, but I'll try to remember to get out of there.
You don't have to. Just you can watch it afterwards because, like I said,
Oh,
the guest is not going to be there.
is it recorded?
No, it's not recorded. It's still going to be live. Me and Cliff and I, pardon me, will be showing his recorded videos and reacting to them, talking about them.
Yeah,
We'll
I
play a
actually
couple minutes and then we'll talk about it and play a couple more minutes.
I like that you guys do that. I started to do that way back. I had forgotten that that's something I wanted to do regular. When I was looking back at old videos, I saw I once did a video on Amagansett, and I wanted to like start doing like a weekly thing talking about like different auditors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this is good. You guys watch some of these guys and talk about what you think they're doing right and wrong, and also you're getting the word out to people that this stuff is going on. It's amazing how people still don't know about it.
Yeah. And, like I've told you, that's what the Vigilance Committee channel is about education. It's also about being like a central hub for whatever we've decided to call the community. Um,
Isn't
yeah,
it funny? That's one of the same things we just talked about, was not really liking the auditor term, but
yeah. Yeah, Stephanie, you found the after party.
and one of the things that drove me nuts over there was I could not see what was going on backstage. I could not mess with people's um, their volume. By the way, let me mention something to you. This is something I like to do, especially when you're showing a video and you got the line of people down the side.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion: take the guest and put them up there where people can see them.
Yeah.
Like especially when it's on the side. A lot of times, like now, because I think was there 5 or 6 up there at one point.
Right.
And when you're looking at a video, that guy down at the very bottom disappears, especially if you highlight a comment.
Right. And
And I
that's
noticed
one
that's
thing that I don't know how to do. That's why
okay.
we're
We'll talk
having
about.
our
Yep, we will
our
talk about that tomorrow then.
yeah. That's what I said. I don't know um
Cool.
how to do a lot of things other than join, obviously. Highlight comments and kick people from the studio.
And God knows Cliff isn't very smart, so yeah, somebody there has to. And by the way, I mean, yeah, we're not going to do it live. We'll do it all like a backstage thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you can bring along Cliff or Mr. Nicky or whoever else you want. If someone else wants to learn at the same time, it's cool.
Well, Cliff could watch, but not to disparage him or anything, but he's watched like when Tyrants Beware was trying to show how to like upload the stuff to the intro and the outro.
Oh yeah.
And he's watched and he's like, nope, I can't do it. Number one, his tremors, but number two, he's just, I guess, not comfortable.
And as we know, he's just not all that smart.
You said that, I didn't. I've got to be nice.
Oh, sure. Now that we're in public, you don't say it. Yeah, whenever we talk privately, it's like, oh my God, I'm carrying the guy. I got a bad back from having to carry Santa Claus all the time. By the way, hello, Ariel.
How you doing?
Yeah, Cliff might fire me if I'm not nice out in public. You know.
You guys do work together well.
I just need to remember to go to Dollar General or Walmart or something and buy me a whistle, like what the old gym teachers used to have. So when the arguing starts, I can blow the
You don't-
whistle like the old gym teachers
you-
did and
you
make
don't need a
everybody
whistle.
shut up.
You don't need a whistle. You need a give her the warning
I'm
sign.
not
Okay,
bashing
hold
you. I'm
on,
not
hold
bashing you.
on,
I
hold
hope you know
on.
I'm not
Okay,
bashing you.
hold
I'm
on.
not
Hold
Oh, okay, yeah, here. I actually, I'm looking at the wrong thing, aren't I? Okay, there you go. Get yourself one of these.
That'll get their attention.
You could have used that tonight with that one guy.
Yeah. I could have. And that actually, when you play those, that actually mutes everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want. That way they pay attention to what's going on and they stop talking.
I don't. You weren't watching Vigilance Committee, were you, Ariel?
Say that again.
You weren't watching their show tonight.
No, I never watched that show.
They
Are you crazy? No,
they
no,
had
I have watched before, but I wasn't watching tonight.
they had a guy that was pretty much Bruno level as far as Cliff trying to talk to him and saying, "Listen, let me just make my point." And
Yeah.
the guy also was one of those ones who kept talking after being muted, and
Yeah, he would've
and
been-
Cliff went positively muckster on the guy.
Okay. Well, he deserved it then, but
Yeah.
how are you supposed to have a show if you're supposed to say what you want to say, he says, and you go back and forth? If it's one
Yeah.
person talking, then it's not a show. You know what I mean? It's just one person talking.
And I do apologize, Nikki, that I got loud also. I have that tendency when people start talking at me
No.
that way, but because you know how I am.
I know.
I'll
especially
say-
when people interrupt you. Get loud.
Yeah.
Get loud, Muckster. Get loud.
Well-
I'm interrupting you.
But the other thing is how many times here I have said to people, "This ain't your panel." So I don't want to be doing that on someone else's panel.
No, and you were fine. You were absolutely an angel compared to that guy. Yeah.
Stop your laughing, Mr. Nicky.
Yeah, he's supposed to be in another room or something.
No, believe it or not, he sits about 3 feet away from me. I can touch your head. Yeah, he can touch my head. Ask Cliff. Cliff will tell you. Cliff's seen him. I can't
Yeah.
put on my camera because I'm
I
Okay.
have the
actually.
same
Yes,
problem.
I can.
The camera doesn't work.
Hang on. Put me in the basement, Muckster.
Okay. But that's one reason why if Nikki wants to come along with you tomorrow, yeah, I can't really see the back real good. It's kind of dark from down there. And notice how Nikki is talking to us, even though she knows she's in the basement and we can't hear a thing. Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. See him now.
Okay.
He looks like a dog, amazingly.
I thought it was a cat.
I thought cat at first too.
The dog was there. That was our
Oh,
German Shepherd.
okay.
But
Something was moving it.
I was saying though, that's why,
Huh?
you know,
I
if
went back up.
Mr. Nicky, you are back up, yeah. As soon as your flower came up, that's why if Mr. Nicky wants to tag along tomorrow, because since he's there all the time, he can say, remember, it's over there on the right, or you got to go and click that.
Yeah, he can come in and listen.
You know, when he's not busy making
Oh.
sandwiches.
Does he watch on the TV or on his phone, or he's just listening?
He's
to
got
you
his
right
own
now?
laptop.
Oh, okay.
I'm on one laptop. Shut up. I got my laptop, which obviously, but he has his own laptop. And you can hear his comments. That's that lag that we keep telling Cliff about.
Yeah.
I
You
just
gotta
think
wait.
this-
You gotta wait because it's like 10 seconds or whatever. Yeah.
I just think this deserves to be highlighted for the next half hour or so.
Well, of course.
You know, every time I see that old picture of Cliff, there's some actor that he reminds me of, and I can't think of who it is.
Oh, is that him in that picture there?
Yeah, that's the pre-white Cliff.
Well, that's Gandalf the Brown. Brown to gray to white. Yeah. So Nikki, you don't understand my channel. I don't know what there's nothing to understand.
What do you mean? There's nothing to understand. There's lots to understand.
What do you don't understand? You tell me what you don't understand, I'll explain it to you.
You said why, Nikki? Why? I don't understand which why.
Oh, why did you come up? That's what I was saying. No, but you had said something about you didn't understand my channel. When I said why did you came up, that's all.
No, I did misspeak and say your channel when I meant to say your question.
Oh, okay.
Why
And
did I
that's-
come up? Because I had to come over here and babysit because
I saw
obviously
that.
this is the after party place.
I saw that. I got like 3-4 different things going on at once, and I was trying to get it done before I came up.
See, that's why Cliff doesn't let her talk much.
So apparently, there's nothing wrong with my camera. It works perfectly fine on my other computer.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
hate
trying to
stuff
figure
like
out
that.
it's software or something. I did something, and as soon as I hit the microphone off, it kicks me out. Like something about the browser I'm using or whatever, but the camera won't turn on. It's just something weird going on. Good thing I didn't throw it away.
I hate problems like that. It's so much nicer if it just doesn't work anywhere. Then you know what the problem is.
Kellen said, watch, I'm going to get up early in the morning and I'll bet you it's going to be one simple, you push this one button and it's done. It's fixed. Yeah. I worked on it for a while, but I couldn't figure it out, man.
I've literally had those things happen to me, like when you go up to see the mechanic and it's like, now look, when I do this, it doesn't work.
Right.
And it works, you know. It's like,
'Cause it booted me off with the new camera. It's doing the same thing. So both cameras don't work. They got the microphone works, but the camera don't work.
Hmm.
And I took both cameras upstairs, and both of them work on the computer. So I
yeah,
don't know.
some kind of software conflict that'll be impossible to find.
Yeah. Well, I took their advice. I did everything. I rebooted the computer. I deleted the camera, reloaded it. It still didn't work.
Yeah, and obviously, you said you rebooted the computer too, right? Not just
Yeah, it tells you after you're done doing all the steps that I had to do to reboot it. I rebooted it, and I wasn't going to keep rebooting and rebooting.
what kind of different software do you have between the two computers?
None. They're both Windows 10.
Well, but I
So-
mean, like, do you have your graphics stuff on the upstairs computer? And
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, she runs the same shit like me, and her computer's a little bit newer than mine. A little bit. They're both. These are both HPs. I had bought her this computer for her to use, and she didn't know how to use Windows 10, and she got frustrated. And it's just sat there, right, for a long time. I paid a lot of money for it, and I
Mhm.
told her, "What are you gonna do with that computer?" And then my laptop, like my third laptop, messed up. They just died on me. So I said, "I'm taking a computer if you're not gonna use it." Yeah, I'll stay with my old computer. And
Don't,
about 3 weeks after that, she's like, "Can I have my computer?" I was like, "Hell no! I already just took the computer over." So they got another $600 and some dollars on a new computer.
don't tell Nikki I said this, but I would never buy an HP computer.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah. I'm thinking that that's what the problem is that is an
HP
HP
laptop?
computer.
No, now HP printers, I'll buy them any day of the week.
Well, not the one I got. That one gives me problems.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't have a problem with my printer. I didn't used to have a problem with the HP computers until this one. And the bad part is I bought Mr. Nicky's computer and my computer at the same time. They're the same model, everything. And mine's the one that ended up having to go to the doctor, and I'm not going to get it back until around September 4th.
Mm,
You have
Yeah.
an HP, Cliff.
Their laptops are garbage.
I think you might have the Asus. I'm not sure, but I believe it's a HP.
You know, HP in Spanish is bad. Well, in Puerto Rico it is. It's a bad word.
do you ever notice every time I decide to be quiet and give other people a chance to talk, nothing happens? You just sit there.
Well, we thought maybe you were uh gonna talk, so that's why we didn't talk. It looked
Well,
like
I-
you wanted to say something.
Well, I think the fact that I didn't say that anybody who buys an HP computer is a fool, was nice of me.
When I used to live in
What type of
Connecticut, go ahead, Nikki.
what type of computer should I buy?
Well, that's, of course, I used to like, but I have no current knowledge of them. So somebody can say, no, they're crap now because I know that happens. If you're buying that way, like mail order, whatever, Dell used to make a good product. I'm not sure if they are still.
Hello, Dell and HP is the same shit, dude.
Oh, really? See, now there you go.
Same company.
Like I was telling you the other day when we were talking is, see, mine, it's a local people put it together and
Yeah.
they do a good job. And, I took it to them, took last week when it screwed up and it only cost me $40, for the new fan and stuff. And man, where are you going to get away with that? You figure they charge you that much just for carrying it into the place. So yeah, if I was going to be able to buy a new computer, I would just do that. I would go to them. But that's one of those things you have to know who you're dealing with that kind of. You want to drive to Pennsylvania, I'll hook you up with them. Maybe they'll even give you some couple of percentage off for the referral.
Yeah, they'd give you the percentage off the next time you got to take yours in to get the fan rebuilt.
Well, the thing is I don't know where you live, Nikki, but like where I live is kind of rural, and basically you just got like you got Walmart. I mean, if I got to go to Best Buy, I don't go to Best Buy for nothing, anyways. But you have to drive for an hour, half hour, whatever to find. It's like but when I lived in Connecticut, I could have a computer built. These people would come from New York and they would do these computer shows, and you can get whatever was there, you have them just built it. They'll build it right there in front of you.
Yeah, please don't go to Best Buy.
Best Buy is like an hour away. Walmart is half an hour away.
Yeah, well, Walmart's like 10 minutes from here.
My son actually had a desktop gaming computer built, and by somebody here. Well, in the next town over.
Well, the funny thing about them, I mean, you have to have the knowledge to make sure that you're getting the components that go together and stuff. They're not that hard for people to do themselves. I mean, I could actually physically do what you'd need to do to put everything in there, and because most of it you just slide the little circuit boards in. But the problem is you got to make sure that like the graphics card you're getting is going to work right with the CPU you're getting and all that kind of stuff. It's but I think I don't know, people with like basic mechanical ability, you can do it pretty easy, most of it anyway. You get, especially like if you buy a tower, and it's already got like the power supply and stuff like that in, doing the guts of the computer isn't that big of a deal. But that said, if I had the money for a new one, I'd go back over to my buddies at Eagle Haven and say, hey, I have this much money, give me a computer.
Yeah. And it's not the fact of actually putting the components in. Like you said, putting the components in is easy. Most of them, they plug into a slot or whatever. It's just the technological, is this going to work? Is that going to work?
Yeah.
Are they going to talk to each other type of thing?
And you have to know too, like what you want to do with it. Like you say, did you say it was your son got the gaming computer?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want a good gaming computer, you've got to get, better components and that stuff.
You gotta load you gotta help load everything. It's not as easy as it's easy, but I can't do it because my hands don't work. So I ain't holding nothing in my hands. I can't plug nothing in. Shit. I have a hard enough time getting the plug to my phone in the phone just to charge the damn phone. But that's just me, guys.
Let me just say, Cliff, I'm trying to highlight in the wrong chat. I think you could have just stopped after the first 4 words there and we'd have been totally with you.
Is there another channel running? Because it's just the one.
Well, I always pop out the YouTube.
Okay.
And so I was trying to highlight from YouTube instead of StreamYard. And right now, Nikki's saying this is the guy who's just offered to teach me how to do it.
Well, Bill, gaming, you really need the graphics. And with some of the stuff like I do, but you don't. You really don't. It doesn't have to be. I don't do gaming, so I don't really have a problem with that.
Yeah, like I play that online game and mine's fine. But yeah, if you do that heavy PC gaming, you need the good graphics, you need a good processor, you need probably need to make sure you have lots of RAM and all that kind of stuff. You need to try to keep Finkel from knowing you're here.
Yeah, shut up.
Uh-oh, I got caught again.
What'd you do?
I'm taking over your channel.
Oh, that keeps happening.
Looking right at you. Look at him.
First Smuxer, then Izzy, now Nikki. Everyone's taking over my channel. Wait, this is my channel. This is a team channel.
Yeah, this is the Everybody channel. I don't know who's creepier, the guy over to the right or the one in the middle.
The one with the New York Yankees hat on.
No, the one above. And I don't know who made that picture either.
Yeah, actually, the only one that took over my channel plugged this channel earlier today.
Yeah, I think you should probably complain to the management about that guy.
Or somebody who cares.
He's constantly just uploading to your channel without permission. I wouldn't put up with it.
No, I forgot.
Would you forget?
Cliff, you have to remind me on Sunday. Is your contest still going on Sunday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it ends on the 3rd.
On Sunday,
Tuesday the 3rd, by the way. Go ahead.
we need to
Get your people to vote for you.
get our people to vote for us. Although our people have already probably voted for other people, so
Only one vote per person.
yep, one vote per person. Finkel has a $500 giveaway. You have to go watch his video.
You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you what is hilarious about what you said,
Go ahead.
Cliff? You're going to have to remind me.
I know.
You don't
How
have to
about-
watch it,
How about
guys.
Mr. Nicky? Remind her on Sunday to promote the thing.
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse.
Go
Okay.
to I Like Kemshi 91 and just either put your name in there or the person you want to vote for. That's it. That's all you got to do. You can vote for yourself, guys. One time. That's it.
You have to tell them the name. Tell him. This is all a Sarge thing. You have to tell him the name you're known as on YouTube.
All right.
For instance, you would say, "Hey, this is Bill M, and I am voting for Muxter, and I think he deserves at least twice that 500." Just as a suggestion of what you might say in the.
He needs a $500 graphic card plus the 500 for the computers.
Yeah, I've seen these people saying silly stuff like, "Oh, if I win, I'm gonna, donate it for school lunches, or I'm gonna give it to the homeless." I say, screw those people. I want a good computer and
Yeah, you deserve it.
better editing software. I don't care. Homeless people, they're dragging us down, Yeah, I just got a lot of votes there, didn't I?
I'm looking at my email now. I got a bunch new today. I think one's a double, but I'm looking at the ones I've already counted.
Sticky note.
But yeah, in all seriousness, folks, for those of you that might not already know about it, they get. In fact, I have Finkel's email here. You need to send him an email. Tell him who you are, and tell him the channel you are voting for, and it has to be a channel he has in some way interacted with. I'll leave that up to him to explain that. But your name, who you're voting for, you can only vote once. You can only vote for one channel. And what is 11:59, September 3rd? In other words, at PM, just before midnight, right? Whoever has the most votes gets $500.
Or for the spirit of brevity, you could just watch the two videos on the subject.
So, in the spirit of brevity, instead of my 3-minute explanation, they should go and watch your 45-minute video. Is that the idea?
No, the description on the older one, it's all spelled out.
Yeah,
I was
and
wrong. I was wrong. Vestas of Peach had not voted previously. In today's voting, Vestas of Peach does vote. I could have sworn I saw her vote before, but she's not registered as having voted before. So yes, Vestige, if you're watching.
Also, on the video Sarge did, he does have all the rules in the description, right, Sarge?
Yeah, where did I hear that before? That sounds familiar. Yeah, the description of the elder video.
Hmm. Well, you said watch the video. I'm saying but you have it also printed out in the description, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Or you could watch the hour video, or you could watch today's half-hour video. Actually, I don't think I would go over the rules too much in the half-hour video. I just point to the previous videos. Thing. Yeah, but if you're going to vote Sunday, you're getting behind because there's a bunch in there today. I won't say who she voted for, but I'm surprised who she's not voting for. Vestige of Peace did not vote for Fraud Ringler, her long love of many, many months of being pointed out that he's a fucking murderer. I'm sorry.
Well, if they didn't vote for Fraud
Wrong
Wrangler, then
channel.
I know who they voted for.
I'm not saying who they voted for. I'm trying to keep the votes anonymous. I
Yeah.
think there's one exception I'm going to make for a family member if I see it. I don't know the family member's name.
Well, I think me and Ariel both had the same idea, and I think we're going to team up
Yeah.
so that when it comes down to the last hours, if it's a close race, we're going to sell our votes because neither of us have voted yet.
Oh, sell your votes. Oh,
You got, two that are like, there's one person, one behind.
well, yeah.
Yep.
I'm a Democrat, right?
What
So
is that?
Whoever's in the lead the night before will suddenly, in the 11th hour, gain millions of votes. I'm sorry.
That's because all the dead voters are going to vote, right?
Yeah, the dead voters and the illegal immigrants, and just
I forget.
That's when I vote. When they vote.
I forget if it was the last election or the one before.
all
I
of them.
posted on YouTube, on Facebook rather, and I said, "Remember, folks, tomorrow's election day. Vote early and vote often."
Vote
Now, I
off.
think most of us know that's an old saying.
Yeah.
I had somebody go, that's not legal. Like,
The original quotes meant over your lifetime, vote often. Vote early in the morning or as early as you can when the election's open, and vote as often as you can. They meant legally. They meant vote this year, vote next year, vote every year there's an election. There's always one. Yes. I occasionally I read the chat. Very rarely, but I do sometimes read the chat.
well, see, you guys got to understand. Again, this is I probably shouldn't repeat this because it's the kind of stuff we talk about backstage. But Sarge has often said I pretty much hate everybody in the chat, and I don't care what they have to say.
Oh, what a rude.
Oh, we already know that. That's why he doesn't read the chat. It's also because he cannot multitask.
Well, and he also he multitask all the time. He just can't do it well.
Speaking of multitasking, I got to do my time sheet.
But he also
And then he rage
he-
types.
he said the thing he doesn't like about chat the most is it seems to be full of minorities.
Who said that?
You.
Well, you did the wrong background removal, but okay.
That's better than last night's where it
That's
was
good.
just a
It's
block.
a huge improvement. I do like it.
I have to figure out. I can't imagine. Movavi will let me remove a background, but it won't let me like replace it then with, to put like a different video behind it. And it just seems like I should be able to.
Oh, that's a feature that costs $1,200 more.
This is why I need that 500 as a down payment for that kind
You
of stuff.
should start working overtime, buddy. That's
Yeah.
all I got to say. We need these tools.
You see,
Stop
here's
Anyway.
the one with the background
Yeah, see, I'm talking and typing at the same time.
Mm.
Accurate depiction. Sometimes I say what I'm typing. Sometimes I type what I'm saying. But,
I would like to have the really fancy stuff where you could really just, say, okay, put this face over there on this guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, the still graphic artists like Ariel and those folks over at F3, they got that down pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Today's Wednesday,
All day.
only for another half hour.
Well, I just started earlier tonight, but for some reason I was over on a half-hour panel that lasted for 7.5 hours.
Oh my! So you're probably all paneled out. Go home.
I think I will.
All right.
Need how in the movies they'd have the sound of footsteps going. I need that so I can have the footsteps and be like, okay, I'm home now. I have the same kind of commute as Nikki does.
When COVID started, we had one coworker who, because of her infrastructure in her home, she had to go to the office, alone at night in the dark, nobody but security. But she only lived 15 minutes from where an office was at the time, and handoff would sometimes take longer than the drive, and we get to chit chatting like we are now, nothing about work, and an hour and a half later, she'll say, "Well, I'm going to go inside now." Like, what? She was in the car the whole time.
Sarge, I'm supposed to tell you
You
that
are.
Cliff left a chastising comment on a video of yours
Oh my!
about someone attacking him and calling the police, and that you schooled the cops.
I schooled the cops.
That's what he said.
Nikki, tell Sarge I left a chastising comment on a video of his about someone attacking him, and called the police, and he schooled. I schooled the cops. I don't remember schooling the cops. I remember helping them realize they can't just get my ID unless I've committed a crime. It was a perfect audit.
I'm trying to think of ones where you'd say you were attacked. It'd be either
Oh,
that thug or it'd be the kid that stole your phone.
I'm thinking the snake oil salesman who defended the kid who stole my phone. Was I at one point told by an officer he needs my ID card? I'm like, have I committed a crime? He's like, well, here's the deal. And then he says, okay, you're free to go. I'm like, okay, if I'm free to go, am I free to stay? That's the one. Okay. I was thinking it probably had to be a recently reposted one. That screwed me up. One of my early ones, I left before the last police car did. And my audience, and this was 180,000 views. I had a lot of comments. My audience, many of my audience told me, don't leave until the last police car leaves. And that was in my head when the guy said, you're free to go. And I said, I'm free to stay. I backed off a little bit, but I didn't leave. And they came back to me to serve me what do you call it? The paper
Trespass.
And I'm like, I should have just walked away, but
Yeah, they have
my
to.
audience that I wouldn't leave until the police did.
They have to give you a chance to leave.
Yeah.
As long as you're not on the property, you don't have to take the paper. Now, if you come back, then it's different.
Oh, he gave me the paper. He wrote on the name. My name is refused.
They trespassed him, 3 days later when you were off on public sidewalk? They didn't trespass you the day you were actually there?
It was closer to 3 weeks. So the phone.
3 weeks? Is that what it was? 3 weeks?
The phone was June 16th. That incident was July 7th. So I kept going back trying to catch the guy because the police weren't doing anything about it. They had his face, they had his business contacts, they had his license plate number, and they didn't do shit about. So I was doing the vigilante thing. I'm going back there every couple days trying to catch him. And I should have kept the videos. He ran for me a couple times. I can't run anymore. I'm too old to run. But
You know, I watched a video yesterday. One of the few auditors that I still watch pretty regularly is First Amendment Rights, Christine out in California. But the cop came up to her after talking to the people at the synagogue that she was standing out there for the longest time. And he came over and said, well, I'd like you to go over to like public property. He says, because where you're at now, I forget the term. He said it's kind of like it's sort of their property. She was on the public sidewalk.
oh,
And he was trying to like bullshit her into, oh, well, you can't actually be there because it's kind of like actually their property. And she was like, I'm on public property. And it was just so funny that he was trying to claim she was doing something illegal. And then he just like totally backed off and was like, okay, goodbye. You know, it's like, I'm amazed that cops do that kind of stuff. Hello, Cart.
wait a minute.
Hello, Cart.
This isn't mathing right.
Hello, Cart. Well, since Mr. Nicky's snoring, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, which is a little bit earlier than I have been all week.
Well, you put up with Muxer all day, so I don't blame you.
But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you and have a great
All right.
night.
Have a good night.
Thanks for coming, as always.
I fucked this up.
Well, now that she's gone. But yes, if I haven't already said it, folks, Cliff and Nikki do a good show.
9.5 and 1 is 10.5. 9.5.
Do you suppose this time he doesn't know he's not muted?
No, I'm thinking out loud.
Okay. I was a little afraid you were going to give away some sort of a work thing there.
Yeah, the number of hours I'm working this week.
Oh, that's right. You said you're doing your timesheet.
That's a big company secret. What hours I work.
I was about to say I saw someone we know.
There we go. 9.5. Okay, that's 9.5. My brain is just.
I beg your pardon, Cart. I was a perfect gentleman over there.
Ah. I'm not working Sunday morning.
So, I have a problem with those people anyway. At least the ones who kind of either identify themselves as one or they talk like one, those sovereign citizens.
Oh.
But has anybody ever seen one on a channel who does not want to just talk over everybody? They want to just say, "Ooh, it's this law and that law, and the maritime law of 1227 and all that." And when people say, "Well, what about?" and they just keep on talking. They keep on talking because they want to educate, but they don't want to answer questions.
Yeah, you ever watch The Natural Man?
No.
Go check him out.
It's not just solid sets. I get a lot of that on a lot of panels. Okay. Email message. Dear boss, I fucked up.
I'm surprised that your job that you just don't like log in and log out and it all is done automatically.
They wouldn't need me if that was the case.
Not sure they need you now from the
I'm,
way you talk.
I'm not equating what I do to what a fireman does when there's a fire. But what the fireman does when there's no fire, it's very similar. I sit around, watch TV, take naps, play games. So when the alarm goes off, then I spring into action. The action is completely different.
No, I get. It's a good analogy.
My action is far more dangerous than the fireman's. I'm kidding.
That's right. They save one building. You're saving entire networks.
Yeah.
At a time, but yeah.
There's kittens in the data center. I got to save the kittens in the data center.
Did you see Cliff's comment?
I freaked out on that guy and muckstered him. Oh, did you yell at somebody in your?
Oh, he was very muckster. Actually, I mean, picture me and Bruno, and you'll have an idea of what Cliff was dealing with over there. And the thing is, Cliff was trying to talk to the guy reasonably. He's like, well, hold on a minute. Let me ask you this. Well, hold on. Let me just say this. Well, wait. I just wanted to say. And then I don't remember the exact words, but it became like, would you just shut up? They kick him the hell out of here.
Wow. That doesn't sound like Cliff.
No. He
That's about as out of character as who was the solid set that came visit us? Killing Time went off on. Well, yeah.
Oh,
BT.
broken system. Yeah. Well, he said it was his first time.
Yeah. I
got to watch out, Cliff. You get a taste for it.
Yeah. If you heard me struggle, here's the deal. I know people in the 1A community love. Here's the deal. I requested Saturday off because Saturday night, Holly and I have plans. Discretionary holiday, vacation, whatever you want to call it. Well, I had the date and I requested the correct date, but it's 11 p.m. Saturday night into 9:30 a.m. Sunday. But I put the request in for Saturday. And now that I'm doing this week's timesheet, it wasn't mathing because I'm actually going to be here Saturday morning, 9.5 hours. And I'm not going to be here Saturday night for 1 hour and Sunday for 9.5 hours. So I kind of got it backwards. But I think I have an understanding, boss. But here's the other deal. Even with the vacation I am taking, I have 90 hours of sick time remaining, and between now and the end of the year, I still have another 82 hours. And that's considering the 4 days I'm taking off in September. Damn, we can only keep 40 over the end of the year. UN dates and times. Yeah, I am really screwing it up royally.
I was thinking that too.
Thanks for noticing.
One of the things at the library was the my vacation time and my sick time was cumulative. It would, you could carry it over from year to year. The only thing that you had to use was personal time. And there was a point where if I had wanted to, and if I could get a doctor to sign off, I could have taken 18 months off of work and still kept getting paid between the vacation and sick time I had piled up.
Yeah, we're allowed to carry over 40 hours from year to year, but during COVID, it went to 80 hours. And last year, I was trying to go for the 80 hours. In fact, I did. When January 1st hit, I had 86 hours, and so I was going to lose 6 hours. The next statement came out, and I was starting the year with 40 hours. I'm like, hey, what happened? They said that 80-hour thing was a temporary policy during COVID. I'm like, shoot, I screwed myself out of 40 hours.
Ariel, did you see what Court said?
No.
She likes the Mountain Drifter.
Oh yeah, I put up two their bluegrass. Yeah, I made a couple songs. I was trying to figure out how to do it. I made them a long time ago. I'm using 3 different AIs and I'm combining them all together. So yeah. But thanks. I think the Mountain Drifter is where they got the good harmonies going all together. And I have another one. Did I put 2 of them over there? I don't know. Yeah. Mountain Lullaby and the Mountain Drifter. Yeah. Okay.
The hills down to the valley, I'll roam. From the hills down to the valley, I'll roam. With my banjo in my soul. Don't leave this town behind. I'll find a place to call mine. You can call me the Mountain Drifter. I'm traveling light. Yeah, I'm rolling free. Just the stars and me. Wings guide my flight. I'm traveling light. From Appalachia's winding trails, I'll go to the quiet river's flow. Meet some friends in Tennessee, singing songs beneath the tree. You can call me the Mountain Drifter. I'm traveling light. Yeah, I'm rolling free. Just the stars and me. Winds guide my flight. I'm traveling light. Yeah, I'm rolling free. Just the stars and me. Winds guide my flight. I'm traveling light.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw. That good one right there.
Now, did you actually edit a couple of the songs together, or you mean you took the ideas from a couple of AIs and
I mixed I'll get part of the lyrics from one and the other, and I go to this other one. I put them all together, and then I make like new songs.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
playing with
You
it
didn't
now.
like take the two songs, the audio, and then edit them together.
No.
Okay. Because
Those I made those straight. Those two bluegrass. I didn't mess around with those too much.
Okay.
But I did. I wrote what I wanted in there, and
yeah,
it made up.
because I was just thinking if you actually edited audio together, that'd have been a pretty amazing job.
No, I'm still learning, so I'm not that good. It's something
Hey,
to play with.
Kusa,
You know what? Yeah, I'm good.
Cliff
Yeah,
asked if you used AI.
they're all created by AI. I don't have a studio. I don't have instruments or nothing like that. But you can
But he-
write word for word. You can write every word down yourself and make your own song, and then they'll just add music to it. And you can prompt it how you want the song, like a style of music, or how you want them to sing it, or what have you, and it'll do it. You could say male voice or female voice or combined. And I'm using free stuff. I'm not paying for anything either.
It's amazing. You can do that stuff now.
I know a lot of people don't like it, but I just have fun with it. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
It's nothing serious.
Yeah, Cart's getting all Aussie on us.
Boot shooting good. Yeah. Cart. They do a festival about it's 15-20 minutes from here. They do a big old bluegrass festival. They bring all kind of people. Tons of people come every year. It's in Freeze. It's called Freeze, but it's spelled like fries, but it's called Freeze. Freeze, Virginia.
You know, I just remembered I went to school with a guy whose last name was Freeze, and it was spelled like fries.
Yeah, so it's freeze in the winter and it's fries in the summer. That's what everyone says over there. But yeah,
Yeah, I like that outro. I watched it today, Cliff. I mean, I won't watch it every time. it's a little long, but yeah, TB does good work. I think he might be the one who told me about Suno. And then I told Ariel about it, and Ariel's just gone nuts with it.
well, the one that you just played, what was it called? I'll tell you what it's called.
Udio.
Udio, yeah, Udio. That's a free one too, and it's a little tricky to figure out how to work it, but I figured it out. They don't let you record like really long songs. You get like 2 minutes.
I think I told you about. I did that one. I can't remember if I did it for Father's Day or what, about my father. And my sister was like, "Where did you find that song? I never heard that before, and that just fit him perfectly."
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, because I'm the one that came up with the words.
Yeah, I did a song for my nephew. It's called like "I Love You, Josh," because he said that I never told him I loved him. So I sent it to his mother. I said, please watch this video. And it took her a couple of days before she even. So he was like, you should have seen her, man. She was crying. Yo, was she crying? Yes, you was. She said, well, we all cried. It was a good song. I said, well, that's what I wanted it to be. It's for him. Now he can keep it.
By the way, Cliff, you're in semi-good company. Sarge likes the long intros too.
Oh, wow, that is a long intro. Not even TV shows have that. Not even a movie has that kind of intro.
Do you know Brandon Mitchell? He was over there today.
Was he? Was
He,
he chopping it up?
Well, he was just in chat, but I'm just saying he was there. But he has never liked me ever since I was over there at the English guys that one time, and he came up and he said, "Hey, I want to show you guys the new intro I just made. Let me know what you think." And I told him what I thought, and he's hated me ever since
Intro to what?
for his videos.
Talking about TPP?
No. No, this is for like when he does, he goes out on the street and stuff.
I've
He
never
did.
seen any of his videos.
Oh yeah, he actually he's pretty good at it. But yeah, I told him I thought it was too long. I said I think they get boring when you have a long one like that at the front of all your videos. And he was like, "Well, then you don't have to watch it." Like, well,
Yeah.
geez, I'm sorry you came in and asked for opinions. But I found that is often true in life when somebody says, "What do you think about this?" What they want to hear is, "Oh, that is brilliant."
Yeah.
I like when I say to you guys, "What do you think of that one I just did?" I actually want to hear, maybe you should cut this, or I don't know why people get so up in arms about that kind of stuff.
Don't ask me to tell you how your food tastes. If it sucks, I'm gonna say, yeah, I've had better and it sucks or whatever. But yeah.
Well, my thing that I started doing whenever someone will, especially like you go to a potluck or something like that, and somebody will say, "Oh, did you try my lasagna? Or did you try whatever? What do you think of it?" I say, "Well, the thing is, I'm used to the way my mother always made it. That way I don't have to worry about, next Thanksgiving or whatever, they're going to show up at my house with a crappy lasagna that I told them I loved, but at the same time, I'm not like insulting them too much."
You know what? When I see food like that, I'll take a little bit of everything. I'll try it. If I don't like it, I just leave it on the plate. Yeah, it gets thrown away. I take like a little spoonful of everything just to try it out, especially if it's something I've never seen. I'll try it out once. Am I dying? Power saving. Okay.
Well, you did robot a bit there, so.
No, the thing I watch.
Oh crap, he's back.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, I thought you were gone.
I am.
Oh,
Is he go? Yeah, he's got to work tonight, or
yeah, he's probably restarting the computers. He probably was on his big computer and he's switching over to the other one now for this. Although it's 12 o'clock, he should have been at work for an hour, I think. I don't know.
made me a coffee before I came up. I put a little bit of hot chocolate in it. It was all right. What do you call those?
Coffee mocha.
Coffee mocha. Okay.
I used to do that a lot.
Yeah, just a little. This is like the real dark, nasty chocolate. but it's powder. It's made for hot chocolate. So I just
Oh.
put a little bit. I put a little bit in it so I can still taste the coffee. I don't like it when they taste more like chocolate than coffee.
Well, that's what, of course, I always get all those flavored coffees now anyhow, but I
Yeah,
used to, I would get the, like the packets of hot chocolate mix, and you've seen my cup.
Yeah.
I would use about a third of a packet with each cup, and that was just about right.
Yeah, I used maybe a little quarter of a spoon. I didn't put much in there, and I could taste the chocolate. It was really dark. I put creamer in there, and it didn't change too much in color. So
Yeah. Yeah, Cart, Nikki and Cliff run a good panel. It's very easy to be comfortable at their place. I
And
like they keep things in hand pretty much too. You what?
I made instant coffee. I didn't take the good coffee. There's a little bit there for tomorrow. There's enough for tomorrow morning. Then I got to grind some beans. I didn't feel like grinding beans early in the morning.
Yeah. Do something while I think of it. Send out an email. Need coffee.
Oh, you got to order some more.
No, I just
Do you get like
sometimes
the big
sometimes
like,
I
or 40
what?
or you get the big like 40 packs or whatever? Or 80
Yeah.
packs?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get there'll be like the variety thing.
I
A lot of
think it's
times
cheaper
I like
that
to
way.
just grab one without knowing what it is.
Okay.
I just whatever I grab, that's what I'm having. So like I might be in the mood for, like the coconut mocha or whatever, and I grab, the hazelnut, and it's like, sorry, the gods told you you're having hazelnut.
Yeah, that's the one I like. So what's your least favorite?
Totally didn't hear that one.
What's your least favorite out of the mix?
I haven't really had one that I didn't like at all.
But it's got to be one that you like more than all the other ones.
Yeah, well, I like, like the sweet stuff. Like I said, like it's not coconut mocha, but there's a coconut something or other, and
Yeah.
there's a mocha, and but there's other ones that are, like hazelnut.
Caramel.
You figure it doesn't have a whole lot of Oh, well, that's one I used to. You talk about the chocolate.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'd get like a 12 pack of like the caramel, and then you
Yeah.
put a little cocoa in that. That works really good.
You like darn it, what the hell is it called now? I don't forgot. Oh, pumpkin spice. Like, where Thanksgiving and Christmas come, everybody likes that pumpkin.
Yes, I have to admit I am a basic girl. I do like pumpkin spice stuff.
I love it's very
I
popular.
love pumpkin. Yeah, I know a lot of people put it down that I love like pumpkin shakes. Oh man.
Never had the shakes.
I Yeah, that's what I 1 year, my friend Danny that I've mentioned before, not the Danny you people know. She hates that whole pumpkin spice, oh my God, it's that time of year again.
Oh, yeah.
So I a lot of times will just send her something or other pumpkin spice.
Yeah, but it's a good friend. That's what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, I ordered you 3 extra pieces of chicken that I know you love. Just 3 more for me. That's all. It's funny because I visited my buddy and he was like, "Hey man, you think you can bring like a 30 piece or something? Kentucky Fried Chicken before you come over here? I'm like, yeah, that's not a problem. He said, I got you. I said, whatever. So he took what he was gonna eat. He's like, you ain't gonna eat? I said, no, I don't eat that. I don't eat that crap, man. I don't eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, man. Oh, well, I only told you to get all that because I thought you was gonna eat with me, man. No, I'm not eating that. I said, you're gonna have chicken for a whole week now. Whatever it was. I bought a big old bucket and the biscuits and mashed potatoes and I don't know, I guess some slaw. Plus I don't like the extra crispy. I don't like that crap.
See, and that's my favorite is the extra crispy. Cart only drinks black coffee. Yes, Cart. Whenever, if it's something that doesn't have a flavor that would conflict with it, I like throwing a little cinnamon in my also. I used to do some vanilla. I never do that anymore.
Cinnamon's good.
Of course, and like I say, I get the flavored stuff, so a lot of times I don't need to be adding other things to it. Would you say the cinnamon's good? What?
It's good stuff. I add it to a lot of things.
And it's supposed to be healthy.
Well, yeah, well, it's good for your diabetes. You see you saw the picture of what I cooked, right?
Yeah.
So that's bok choy. It's a soup. I can eat that all day, and I get my sugar goes zero up. It won't go up.
Yeah.
And it does taste good. It's you use teriyaki flavored sauce in it. Gives it a nice little flavor.
I like teriyaki flavor.
Yeah.
I do not like soy.
Yeah. You don't want to be a soy.
Can I tell you something that's a little embarrassing that shows how stupid I am? You know, it is just, well, maybe it's been about 10 years ago now, but still you have to remember I was born in 1822. That I realized that soy sauce comes from the soybean.
Yeah, that's why it's soy sauce.
I know, it just never occurred to me. All those years, I just thought, because, I knew it was Japanese or whatever.
Oh, really?
So,
I thought soy sauce was Chinese.
I was just, that's why I said or whatever, because now I'm trying to think, was it Japanese or Chinese? Because, I am a racist and can't tell them apart. But anyway, but, so I always just thought of it as like it was a foreign language thing. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden it occurred to me, no, it's called soy sauce because it's soy, damn it.
Yes, GMK. Agreed.
Yeah.
Soylent Green, yeah. Yeah, and if you go like to McDonald's, that's in the burgers, right? That it's like a filler. It's
Hey, G-Ups.
It's in a lot of processed foods. Soy is.
Well, I do not go to McDonald's anymore ever since the time I went there and got a salt burger.
Yeah. Somebody was pissed that day.
Well, you know what got me about when I called them up and said it's kind of salty. And the manager said, well, yeah, we have a problem with our salt shaker. It does, I forget how he said, there's like, something there, the holes are too big. And I'm like, well, then why don't you have a different salt shaker if you know it's a problem?
Have you ever seen the salt shaker? It's like the size of a coffee cup. It's giant.
Yeah.
And the hand goes back and forth 20, 30 times. It's the hand that's shaking the salt that oversalted you, not the shaker. Just saying.
I didn't even realize they put salt. Who puts salt on a hamburger when you're cooking it?
What's up, G-Ups? Who puts what? Salt on it? I do. I put a little tiny bit.
When
Little
you're
bit of salt,
cooking
little
it?
bit of- When I before I cook it, yeah, it goes into.
No, no. Whenever I come to your house, I don't want mine with salt. You know what I do put in hamburger, though? Speaking of which, and you're going to think it sounds weird, but try it sometime. A
Mustard.
little cinnamon.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say mustard.
But, well, you know, here's my thing with condiments. A hamburger, I can do mustard. By the way, I always do brown mustard. I can do mustard, or I could do ketchup, or I could do mayonnaise, or I could do ketchup and mustard, and I can do relish, or I can do onion, or I can do relish and onion with ketchup, or with, you know what I mean? It's like, for me, it's funny with hamburgers, I can do like pretty much all those different combinations. Now, hot dog, definitely cannot do mayonnaise on a hot dog.
Well, you can, but yeah, you shouldn't. But,
Yeah. But
I mean,
I can have mayonnaise on a bologna sandwich, and it's basically the same thing.
yeah, but you're eating it cold too, so maybe it gives it a different
Yeah, maybe. Of
reaction. You know what I mean?
course, I've seen people do a hot dog with a buttered bun, and that just seems wrong to me also.
You said a butter bun?
Butter, yeah, they'll just butter their bun. Yeah.
Lay it on the grill with the butter, yeah.
Oh, well, that's different. No, I'm talking about just like like you would put mustard on your bun. They just
No.
put butter on.
Yeah.
No, I
that's-
could see buttering it and put it on the grill to brown it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
You ever hear of a butter burger?
I
I
don't
think it's
so.
from like Wisconsin or something, or Minnesota or something like those. Butter burger. You could look it up one time on YouTube. There's always chefs. They use a lot of butter. They butter the meats. They grill it with all that butter in it, and then they do the breads too. You got to butter the bread up and grill the bread up real nice. It's got a lot of butter in it.
I haven't been paying attention to to chat, but apparently Cart and Cliff both agree with using cinnamon as much as possible.
Yeah, it's good for you. I put it like on oatmeal. I love it on oatmeal. I like it on
Oh yeah,
the what's it called? I can't think of it. Cream of wheat, the farina.
yeah.
I put it when I do eat cereal, which is rare, but I buy this coconut milk and I shake a whole bunch of the cinnamon in there. Gives it a nice little flavor.
I haven't had cream of wheat in a long time, but I did used to like it.
My favorite, man.
Yeah, my mother used to make that when we were kids.
Yeah.
I do get the packages of oatmeal that I
Yeah.
just could put them in a coffee cup and let the Keurig hot water hit them, and it makes the. Now, usually I'll add like a little bit of cream, but you don't really need it.
Gives it a nice flavor. I use milk when I make it. It's all porridge though.
You know what I do a lot of times? Like I'll use another big cup I have. I don't use my regular coffee cup, but I'll do like one, because I'll get like the variety packs of the oatmeal, and you'll have like cinnamon and apple. I'll use a package of that, and then a package of the like brown sugar one,
Yeah.
and they mix together really well.
What is Yumaludi? I don't know.
What is that? I don't know what you're reading.
Yes, Cliff. I've known that. GMK said Yumalundi. I don't. And Cart asked what it was. Yumalundi? Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say it.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what that is?
No idea. but GMK was just talking about eating people, so I'm not sure I want to know. That might be,
Oh,
some race of people that his people wiped out during the
yeah.
cannibal wars,
Geops, go to bed. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sorry, YouTube didn't go good today.
Well, I got to tell you, Geops, I went over and joined a half-hour panel today that went on for 13 and a half hours. So,
Yes, Kusa, and I was gonna tell Muxler that stuff that he buys is garbage. The package, it's not it's really good for him.
yeah, but
Yeah, it's easier. I get it.
I choose laziness over health.
Is that a place like is that African or some kind of African language?
Well, it sure sounds like it, doesn't it?
In Nawal, whatever. It could be an Aussie thing or I don't know what they got over in Kiwi land. The different people in Kiwi land, Aboriginals. Do they have them over there, or they got Fiji people, or I don't know about Fiji people from Fiji, but Tongans.
Well, Kiwi is New Zealand, first of all. But yeah, Australia definitely
You're
has
crackling up.
the Aborigines.
Okay.
The Ngawal people are Aboriginal people of southern New South Wales.
Oh, it's Aboriginal. Okay.
I guess it's, and Clark can tell us
okay.
more, but I'm guessing it's kind of like America. We've got our Native Americans, but there's like
Yeah.
different tribes. Yeah, the Maori. Yeah, that's right.
First Nations and strays.
Short for Australia.
Oh. Okay, thank you, because I didn't understand. Have you seen the new overlay? You don't have to put it up. That's for Finkel. Those are paybacks.
That's for what?
That's for Finkel to pay you back.
Let me see. I don't remember you taking that picture.
Oh yeah. It was in the dark. You didn't see.
Wonder if we could make a thing where we just like flip back and forth between.
Yeah, just make it like a little video. I need to put those eyeballs on the heart attack. That's what I need to do, man. Those were the eyeballs that I took. I cut them off the other guy's face.
No.
And I don't have a steady hand. If I had a steady hand to do that, it would have came out better. But it looks good like that, all messed up.
Cart says there are over 600 First Nation languages.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, there's I thought I saw Kiwi mentioned earlier, but then I couldn't see him.
Oh, okay. About the end of the planet. When's that? Hopefully before it ends. That way I know what to do.
Do you have a channel, Kiwi?
Yeah, if you have a channel, we can put it up. Or maybe Cart can put it up.
Oh, I see he has a video called Kiwi Culture.
Is it called just the Kiwi, his channel?
Yep.
All right, just post it there for me if you
Hey.
can.
Yeah, I was grabbing it. I just realized I wasn't subscribed to it. I thought I subscribed to pretty much all our regulars.
Why does it crackle sometimes and then sometimes you sound real clear?
I do not know.
It's doing what it was doing. Remember yesterday how we were having a hard time understanding one another?
Okay, no, there's no damn chat.
Finkel thought we were messing with him, and we wasn't.
Oh, hey, Izzy snuck in. Hi, Izzy.
The world is ending. It's been ending since it started. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I know I do. Yeah.
See now, Cliff
Change my avatar.
spells you. He spells your name like the antenna.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't. That's not gonna hurt my feelings. I've been called other things: Oreo, Ariel, Adiel, whatever. Even my brother doesn't say my name right. My oldest brother.
I was like, by the way, Kiwi, if you wanted to come here and do a panel on something like that sometime, we could do that.
You know, it's easier to
And
say the Vigilance
Cliff.
Committee than actually say TVCCW.
Well, the easiest way is just go, hey, Cliff,
Yeah.
or Santa, or Gandalf, depending on your.
You're good, Cliff. Don't worry about it, man. You're gonna have a 24-hour timeout, but you're good.
Yeah.
I don't do those. We just hanging out, Izzy.
We've been talking about, stuff like cinnamon.
Yeah. There's the Kiwi. Did you drop his channel in the chats or no?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What's going on? You doing all right? We see you.
Can't see you waving.
I don't see your computer screen on your glasses. Yeah, I see the passwords. Careful.
Oh, I just saw his private information. His name's Mike.
I'm all right. How you going?
All right, we hear you now. Yep.
Can
Hey,
you hear
Kiwi.
me?
Yep.
Yep.
Gentlemen,
You doing all
how
right
you
today?
going? All right, everyone okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Awesome.
You see the passwords? You don't see nothing. Come on.
I could see your private information and said your name is Mike Bauer.
Shit, really?
It's your email. What's your channel name, Kiwi? You used your name in your channel name.
Yeah.
Is that right?
You
Yeah.
need to fix that. Yeah. All right. I just
No, I
subscribed.
don't care. I've got nothing to hide. Nothing to hide.
Yeah.
Hello, Kiwi.
Hey, Mr. Finkel, how are you?
I'm groovy.
Now, this picture you have on your avatar here,
Yeah.
if I could read your eyes in that photo,
Yeah.
I'm sure it translates as someone's getting fucked tonight. Oh my God, up close it's even worse. There you go.
Yeah.
But
Let me
what does
verify.
this one tell you?
Oh, someone just got fucked.
Yeah. But they're about to. Yeah.
Someone just got fucked. Ah,
Hey, Dale's here. Hey, Dale.
How you doing, Dale?
Let me find the sequence of that picture. I mean, I don't kiss and tell, but let's see here. No, where's that vacation? Oh, that's a retake. Okay, where's the original? Do, 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 do.
I think we got those. Maybe.
Bicycle. Riverfront. Where is
I
that?
want to ride my
There
bicycle.
it is.
We got those pictures on our phones. All we gotta do is go back to that text.
July. Oh my God, no. Someone
Yeah.
was hoping to that night, but no, that was a bad day. The intentions were there, yes. The reality was that was a big miscommunication day. So we're off in West Virginia, and we were going for a grocery run after a hike. That picture's during the hike, by the way. I'm thinking, oh yeah.
Oh, is that the garbage day? Is that holding the garbage bag day for a half hour, 45 minutes?
Holding garbage bag.
Remember you said there was a guy that was going to throw garbage out and you said, "Here, I'll take it back for you." And then you didn't realize
Oh
how far.
no, that was yeah. That night I did get lucky. Now this was the first place we went. Went to two places in West Virginia. This was we were having a great hike. Everything, the stars were aligned. I was going to get lucky that night, but we made a quick grocery run, and when I'm turning left across the highway, you have a green light to go straight, but there's oncoming traffic. I pull out to commit. I'm not like blocking oncoming traffic, but when the lights change, I will be blocking the perpendicular traffic until I complete my move. Something that I've always done. Well, the guy in front of me moved enough and then stopped. So now that I'm in the cross traffic, I did not expect him to stop suddenly. So both he and I are blocking cross traffic where they have right of way. And it scared the shit out of her. And she says, "You can't do that." I'm like, "That's the way that I've always done it. That's the way I've always been taught." And we got into a big old yelling match.
Yeah, they didn't end good for you.
my.
Yeah, there were no goodies that night.
You gotta learn. Sometimes you just don't say nothing. You just say sorry.
Yeah. It's just sorry.
didn't do
We're
nothing, just
much better
sorry.
approach.
Yeah.
My fault, whatever it was. I don't know what it was, but it was my fault.
Yes.
I was distracted. Sorry. I'll keep my eye on the
What are
road.
you sorry for? Well, if you don't know, what does it matter? Yeah, no, that was. Hello, Dale. Hello, Steve. Hello, Cart. Hello, G-Ups. Hello, Izzy. Hello, Cliff. I already said hello to Cliff earlier. Who is G-Ups? That's a good question. I'm a friend. Are you really? Friend or spy?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're here.
Spy
They're
won't
behaving.
announce themselves. They just watch silently. My work here is done. Was that Ariel or is that Muxer?
Me.
That's
No, Dale said when I showed up over at Cliff and Nikki's, the viewers dropped and they lost subs. So I said my work there is done.
Yeah, there you go.
I am the panel destroyer.
Yeah.
Izzy, I don't know if Izzy can still hear me. I took a glance at my Gmail. I'm on the wrong computer, so I can't transfer it to my spreadsheet. But you are considerably ahead. But we might have a problem. The Vigilance Committee, they're having was it activity this weekend where they're really going to push their audience?
They have a, I think it's a standing show, 1:30 our time, or no, 1:30 their time.
Yeah.
1:30 Central on Sundays.
I didn't math it, but you have a pretty decent buffer compared to the numbers we've seen so far. But the vigilance committees, they're getting vigilant. You better watch out. They're coming.
Yeah.
Vigilant committee, stay away. Are they going to plug the channel vigilant committee, or are they going to plug one of their individual channels?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nikki's not here anymore to say. I would assume plug the vigilance committee.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way, you guys weren't here. I told the two people that were here when I opened. So I sent a message to Jocelyn before coming in saying, I assume we're still on for Sunday, or I'd have heard from you. And I gave her the link for the channel and said what time I'd like her to be here and stuff. And she said, I'll definitely be there. Thank you. And I just get a kick out of the fact that she's always thanking me for her coming here and telling her story.
It just might be a polite thing. I noticed yesterday at the store, I thanked the cashier and the cashier thanked me. I'm like, as I'm walking out, I'm like, we both thanked each other.
Well, yeah, but you'd have to see her earlier messages to me where she was really thanking me for asking her to do it. And it's like, Jocelyn, we were just so happy to have you. You were great. But yeah, it's interesting that she's grateful to us.
Thinking about the vigilance committee, it also occurs to me F3 and somehow magically FMAC. If one of the shared channels wins, who gets the money?
Did somebody vote for FMAC?
Yeah, there are. No one's voted for FMAC. Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But we still have time. We still have almost 2 weeks.
Don't vote for me. I don't want that money.
We do have one vote for killing time passing through.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I think if he won somehow by miracle, he'd probably keep it all for himself, because we all know how he is. He's it's all about me. I'm kidding, Killen. If you're out there, I'm kidding.
Well, I would imagine, like if F3 won, they would just split it the way they normally do with their super chats and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they would split it, but who at those channels would be the receiving point? I'm not going to send to 5 different people. How many people are in vigilance committee?
At least 2, right?
I'm rooting for Izzy because it's just one person. One smooth.
Yeah, I voted for Izzy as well.
Go Izzy. Go Izzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were talking about this earlier, though, too. She's talking about wasting that money on school children.
Yeah.
I think people should vote for me. I'll put that money to good use. And I will be honest. I lied earlier. Said I'd probably buy better editing software and stuff. But actually, I'd be spending it on expensive booze and cheap women.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Crack cocaine and some hoes.
I love crack cocaine.
Yeah, you do.
I wrote a song about it. Yeah.
Crack cocaine.
Good stuff,
Yeah,
me and
Mexicans
Mary.
invented it.
All right, she's all right. She's all right.
She don't lie. She don't lie.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
I'm kind of in a bit of a dilemma. I want to keep people's votes anonymous, and I'm doing it honestly.
No.
I have a feeling that when either Vegas Fips, Generally Specific, F3, when any of those channels don't win, if they don't win, they're going to cry foul.
Yeah, they want to name everyone involved.
I was going to say, and I mean, there's no way it would happen, but if I would win, everybody'd be going, it's a fix. It's a fix. I'm actually thinking of voting for Finkel just to really screw with people.
I kind of dread It'll be September 4th when the final tally's in.
Oh yeah.
Someone's going to say, "You cheated. It was
Kiwi,
rigged."
Kiwi, go to my channel.
Now, is someone going to go breaking windows at the Capitol building after this vote's taken, or what?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they're gonna charge.
they
Yeah.
will. Yeah.
Been known to
Okay.
that.
Where's my
They'll be-
$500? I didn't get my 5. I need
They'll
it
be-
now.
They'll be crawling up the walls of Sarge's house.
Yeah, smoking crack cocaine while Finkel videotapes
Kiwi,
the whole lot
Kiwi,
from his front yard.
If you-
Yeah.
if
Oh,
you-
it wasn't me. I'm just videotaping. I'm a journalist. I'm a
Yeah.
journalist.
If you go to my channel, listen to the Fiending for a Cup, and there's gonna be a crack cocaine reference in there. But yeah,
Really?
yeah, I made a new song. Yeah, I put it up. Yeah,
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
you'll get the gist of it.
Oh, okay, wait, hey, Cart, you haven't voted yet. Me and Ariel are starting the whole thing. You can come in on it with us. What
I'm
we're
waiting.
going to do
Yeah.
is wait till the last minute,
Yeah,
and if it's a real close vote, then we're going to sell our vote to whoever's in second place.
yeah.
So
What
we
do you
could
mean you
use,
haven't
we
voted
could
yet,
use you.
Art? You voted 10 times. I'm kidding.
That's not democracy, Muck. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I think there's been a lot of that kind of democracy.
That's tyranny.
They used to.
Muck is a tyrannical. What is it?
A Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Tyrant.
is he?
Tyrannosaurus.
A Tyrannosaurus. Bad men. Bad
I'm
men.
telling you, I might have to go and get a clip of the Vigilance Committee tonight and show. We'll just show everybody that Cliff can do the full muckster.
The full muckster. He's
There you
gone
go.
full muckster on us. Yeah.
In fact, he did it. He did it with a little bit of a half backflip.
How much are you paying per vote? Well, here's my prediction for September 4th. And the winner is, having paid $1 per vote with 504 votes.
Yeah.
Calm down, Muxer. Calm down. Oh, that wasn't Muxer. That was a dog. Okay.
Sorry, guys. That was me.
No,
Oh, see, we thought it was your dog.
I don't know, Izzy. There's actually a hashtag, Izzy scares me. I've seen it. I've seen it in many places. Are you doing this reviews and clicks? Yes, because
I think that's a typo. She's actually asking if you're doing it for the chicks.
you think who's in lead, who's in second? Yeah, both first and second place right now are ladies.
That's not a lady.
That's the lady. That's a YouTube character. Oh, we're on a roll. Gosh, I kind of wish we were doing this on another channel because I went around to some YouTube places today to kind of plug the contests, and I saw some stupid stuff that I just love to go on and on about. But we're not here for that. We're not on that fact. Yeah. Stop sucking up to Lizzie Cousins, community chaplain. She don't have cake. Oh, sorry, my work computer just. All right. Stop that. All right. I do a little thing to trick it to stay awake, and it slipped and it fell asleep. Not fell asleep, but it locked the screen, which makes me turn yellow on Teams. You guys don't care, do you?
we don't understand.
I did the mute thing on Team Handoff. They're going on and on and on, and I was joining the conversation, and finally said, "Hey, why isn't Finkel saying anything?" I looked up, realized I was on mute the whole time. Probably 20 minutes.
I'll give you a little taste if this will keep playing for me. I think I found just about the right spot.
We go play. Please hit the like button, everyone. Are you going to dunk on somebody?
And you were saying that I wasn't showing any of your things. I didn't even recognize.
Let's move past that. Okay?
No, I'm not going to move past it. I don't want to move
I was
past it.
just making a point.
Okay, well, you
That's
made
it. That's all I did was make a point.
by showing all of your stuff on here. I see plenty of counters. You guys won't share them.
Well, that's all good. Now you want to share. Like, thanks.
Yeah, yeah, I do because I did miss them, and I'm
you know
proving
what,
to you
Cliff?
right
You know
now
what?
that I did
Listen,
miss them.
listen to me for 1 second. I'm not surprised that you did it. I was just making the point because this happens on every First Amendment supporting channel that's on YouTube. If I come in there and I start saying what I say, you guys never can. Most of the people in here, they don't say nothing. Some people do. Some people go, they with their insults, but none of the channels ever talk about it because the channels, all of them, big channels especially, they do not want to talk about state national status. They refuse to talk about it. They disparage it, they put it down, and they insult it. Just like the rest of the guys that are, I don't know, but it's not
Including our government.
It's completely legitimate to change your status and to become
Including
sovereign.
our government
Not a
is.
sovereign citizen. Not
Let me
nothing other.
let's have a conversation. Don't.
With who? Where
Yeah,
did
don't-
Rogue Nation go?
Whoa,
Why did
whoa,
Rogue Nation
whoa,
leave?
whoa. Hey,
You don't
hey,
need to
hey.
filibuster.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna talk
You
now.
know what?
Number
I
one,
contacted
Nikki's
you guys
talking.
about the
Shut
Rogue
the
Nation.
fuck up.
No, where's Rogue?
Take him out. Take him out. You're out of here. You're out of here. You're out of here. You're gone. I was trying to have a conversation with you, but you don't want to have a conversation, dude. You want to filibuster and make all your points without having a conversation. Goodbye.
number one, I'm the one who highlights the comment.
Good day, sir.
Yep.
I said
Does
good day, sir.
can I say, does Killer have a brother out there that we don't know about?
Who was that got kicked off?
Forget what he was called. But yeah, he's definitely sob sit type, and
I didn't recognize the voice, and the screen's too small for me to identify the face.
let me see if I can.
I'm
Surprised that just played so long for me. Actually,
It's over. It's not live.
no, but still, I always have trouble, even if something, when I watch a live program afterwards.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one kept playing for me.
Steve Cousins answered it. It was Muxter. Was his
Bad
name-
Apple. Bad Apple Media, it's called. I'm yelling because Nikki was loud in my ears, and I remembered you guys aren't hearing Nikki. I don't have to yell over her. Yeah,
Oh.
Bad Apple Media.
I'm not familiar with Bad Apple.
No, I never saw him before either.
Oh, he's definitely not from New York.
That's Big Apple.
No, that's Rotten Apple. But yeah.
But you could tell. I mean, he came in with a chip. He's like, "Why weren't you showing any of my chats?" And you heard him saying on there, "This happens to me everywhere I go." Like, like people are purposely persecuting them.
That, Cliff, that is common across open panels across YouTube. You may agree with some of their points, but they won't shut up and listen long enough to realize that you don't completely disagree with him. You disagree with him on certain points.
I think I might even have said to Cliff over there afterwards. I think I said to him, "Wow, you just did a full muckster."
All right. Was the 22nd of August. First time I heard Cliff raise his voice.
Did you notice he was doing that? The guy was, even after he was muted, he was still sitting there arguing.
Oh yeah, he was shaking his arms.
Yeah.
On our old channel, someone did that. I can't remember who, but they were like
Bruno.
Oh, okay. Then there was two of them. there was
Oh, that's right. Yeah, somebody. Yeah.
We pulled him up, and he pretended like we could hear, or he thought we could hear him. Like, that's not how it works. You're in the basement. We can't hear you.
Yeah, that's right. Because we'd bring him up, and he'd be like in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
He'd come up and be like, "And then you said," and it's like, we couldn't hear anything before that. Yeah, that was one of those. That was either like that Brick guy or.
Oh, I think it may have been Brick. Yeah.
Could have been Kiwi. Kiwi gets.
Oh, not to dunk on him, but I'm going to pass this across trusted advisors whenever I can. Looking on the panel, looks like you guys are trusted advisors. So I'm playing a fair game. If I see an email and I can identify what YouTube personality the email is coming from, and they identify what YouTube channel they're voting for, I'm giving them full credit. Today, when I'm out and about trying to plug the contests, I got told by one person, "Don't come here plugging that stuff. I'm not interested in your game for clicks and views." I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly how he said it. It was along those lines. Should I not count his vote since he's not interested in my game for clicks and views?
No, let him win. If he wins, then we'll see what he does. If he's for real,
I really don't think he's going to win. He's not one of our popular. He's not real popular.
Tell him he won and then take the money back.
I'm sorry?
Tell him that he won and then take the money back and say, "Ah."
Okay, I got an idea for you.
Yeah.
If he actually sends in a vote, you don't reveal the vote, but you can do a screenshot of, if you can go and clip where he said, "Get out of here. I'm not interested in this."
Yeah.
You take that clip and then you show his email sending you a vote.
Well, I don't know if what I said. Yeah, I don't really think it's trashing. So yes, his first initial of his name is Tiny Feet. And so far, he's only gotten one vote. Of course, I haven't done today's tally yet.
Like he wouldn't want the $500.
Yeah, something tells me if I sent him 500, he wouldn't refuse it. If I remember correctly.
Have you checked your emails today, Finkel?
I'm sorry?
Have you checked your emails today?
I looked at it, but I'm on my laptop. My spreadsheet is on my PC that's sharing resources with my work computer, and so I can't. I don't want to move. I don't want to do a tally now on the wrong computer. I want to actually literally one email translated to one check mark on the spreadsheet, so I count fairly, because
just some of your participants are some of the participants in the vote are sending out threatening emails to other panel members asking for votes, like
I haven't seen that yet, but okay.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, well, yeah. Some of the candidates for the vote are mercenary types, and been threatening people. So I hurriedly sent an email off with a vote to you today to try and keep my safety, intact.
So, I just I saw people are still talking to Cliff about him freaking out on that guy today. And, the most amazing thing I just thought of that I think was that Cliff said over there today was, yeah, Muckster, you're welcome back anytime.
Really? You're welcome back anytime you want.
Yeah.
Were you ever not welcome over there?
Oh, it's the first time I ever went up on their panel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Network hiccup. You were saying somebody was threatening people to vote for them?
Yes. Yeah. There's a Persian woman running around. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Actually,
No.
Persia's Iran, by the way, not Iraq.
Okay, you're playing.
Is that right? Well, what's Iraq then? It's not Africa.
They're Iraqian. They're Arabic.
Arabian, maybe.
Well,
An
that was
Arabian princess threatened me.
Baghdad was the home of 1001 Arabian Nights.
There you go. No, she's cool. She's cool.
Close enough.
That was just a joke. That was just a dumb joke towards
I kind of
Izzy.
figured
That's
with the smile on your face.
It was funny, man. That's why I laughed. It was funny.
all. Nah, all good. All good.
You know what they say in Iraq? If
What
you
do they
don't
say?
if you don't ride a camel, you ain't Shiite.
Oh.
You're a racist bastard, Muckster. I love it.
I'm just repeating what they say.
Oh, that was the bumper sticker on the camel, was it? You read that once.
I suppose you could
No,
also
very good, very
come
good.
up with something about sooner or later, but that's be stretching my brain too much.
Oh, I wouldn't go playing jokes on them. No.
Mhm.
You go bang bang. Those people, they go bang bang. So, Mr. Finkel, did you ever get the iPhone back?
No, that iPhone's gone.
It's gone. It's just disappeared. Nothing ever
That
turned
video's
up.
2 years old. I'm sorry?
That it never turned up anywhere with a tracking or anything like that.
No. It got turned off. And one officer did explain to me he didn't steal it for his personal gain. He stole it because he thought you were recording from it, and he wanted to hide the evidence.
So that
Okay,
excuses
yeah.
it.
That's
Evidence is
fair
on his
enough.
device.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you firebomb the store?
No, I didn't. I did.
See.
Now-
Yeah.
The reason I was in that neighborhood is a few businesses up the road is a Mazda dealer where I took Holly's car to for an annual maintenance.
Oh, okay.
More recently, I went back, and the guy who calls Holly Wonder Woman, he says, "I watched that video of you at the Smoke Hub. Do you know they got robbed?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." Now I have been over to independently verify this, but he says, "Yes, by the kid who took your iPhone." I'm like, "No way."
So he knew the people that worked there and he's robbed them.
Yeah. Apparently, that lady that was with him.
Yep.
She moved on, and then he went back and robbed the store. And now this is all third-hand information. None of it is.
Yeah,
independently
urban
verified.
legend. Yeah, sure.
Hearsay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hearsay. But allegedly, she got fired or moved on, and he decided to take things from the store that he wasn't supposed to.
Just helping himself out. That's all.
Yeah, he's helping himself out.
When we do go on vacation, we help ourselves out.
Pardon?
That's what we do when you go on vacation. We show up to your place, help ourselves out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, by the way, Killen thought you were a bad host because there was no booze in the house.
Yeah. Horrible
Awesome.
host.
Sometimes there is. The kids upstairs occasionally drink, and Pat drinks all the time.
What about the raccoon? What's he drink?
I don't know. He washes his hands in the cat water.
Okay. Keeping it clean.
Yeah, it was like very clean animal. Well, personally clean. They're messy. They trash the shed all the time, but they, when they go to eat, they literally go to the water dish and they wash their hands and then they eat.
They're fastidious.
Ooh, that's a big word.
That means
Do you put food out for them, Finkel?
Yes, he does. Oh, for the cats.
Oh, you
Yeah.
put food out for the cats and they come and eat.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
a feral cat, and it seems to have found a kinship with the raccoons.
Yeah, they're buddies.
Oh, really? It gets along with them.
Yeah. They share. They lay together and all
Oh.
that, I think. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I thought they'd be hostile to each other, but yeah, fair enough.
Well, pretty soon when it gets cold, they'll be moving in with him too.
I'm just catching up the chat. What did we we misunderstand everything about Izzy? What did I miss there? What's this conversation?
What happened?
Well, I
Bill, did
think
you vote?
people are talking about her camel and stuff. I don't know if
Oh, the camel. Yeah. She
no,
is a
no,
used camel salesman.
oh wait, that's not her.
Or
Never
she-
mind.
All right.
Go ahead. I thought I saw a comment that explained things, but it was somebody else.
Yeah, she used to sell camels to the United States Army. I'm kidding.
Really?
No,
Repoed camels.
she lived in a modern.
Reconditioned camels
Yeah,
with a nice new rug. Really? Do they come with saddlebags?
Actually, never saw a camel until later in life.
No, Cart, you misunderstand. I don't want you to vote for me. I want you to hang on to your vote. You're going to join with me and Ariel. And when we get into the last minutes of it, whoever's in second place, we're going to sell our votes to them.
Oh, okay. All right, I see.
I think, wouldn't it be worth it if you're in second place and 3 votes will give you the win? I think we deserve $250.
Right.
Diabolical. Muxter, you're just like a.
I'm starting to
laid
regret
back.
doing this.
I
I'm
reckon.
it's gonna be-
I reckon, Finkel,
What's that?
you would be regretting this.
Well,
You're
I'm
feeling like
I'm starting
you
to get
didn't
a
make any
fear-
money out of it.
I'm starting to get a fear that people who are friendly with each other now will be grudgmental on
It's
September.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, someone's getting fucked. That's what's going to
The
happen.
thing
Someone's
is,
going to get fucked.
That blood's gonna be on Finkel's hands, not on us.
That's right.
We don't have that kind of money.
Oh. What
And
are y'all
Mux
going
is in
to
the
do?
background. Mux is in the background running around selling cheap tickets, dodgy deals, and give you money here, and it's 10 to 1. Let's go.
What are y'all
Oh
going to
my
do? If
God.
General Pacific or Fraud at Wrangler
Hey.
win?
For the right price, you can buy my vote anytime.
And Finkel's standing there like a prom night virgin, like, what happened? It was supposed to be so beautiful. Democracy. Let's vote all together. Someone's going to get fucked. That's what's going to happen.
Or yeah. I want to recount. I'm going. Oh, hello. Here's the camel salesperson. I'm kidding.
Hey.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
Boulevard.
That's Hawaiian.
Sam.
I knew you were Hawaiian. I knew you weren't
Sam.
Hawaiian.
Sam Aleichem.
Neb. Assalamu alaikum.
No,
Yes,
Sam
close
Aleichem.
enough.
Sam Aleichem. It's a guy I went to school with.
Oh, I thought you were
Hello,
singing that
Al.
Hawaiian Christmas song.
I was
Hello,
gonna
Miss
say,
Izzy. How are you?
good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
That's good.
Sorry
How
for
are
my cheap
you?
joke before.
No, that was fun. I didn't get it at first.
But it grew on you, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Like a
What?
fungus.
How are
Cool,
you,
cool.
Ariel?
I'm doing all right. How you doing? How's your day?
Good.
Okay.
Busy, but good.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of
Well, school time. So yeah.
yeah, a lot of like go, and then wait. You know.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
What's up, Muxter? You're doing good.
I'm good.
That's good. What about you, Finkel?
I am good. I'm amazed that Kiwi is bravely staying on the panel, knowing how you threatened him.
Yes. I told him that there would be no coffee for him forever.
Ooh, I didn't realize it was a
Yeah.
coffee threat. That's some pretty serious stuff there.
Yeah. Or I said, actually, and I could use Bob the camel to go after him.
Bob the camel. I
A
didn't know the
double
camel had a
humper.
name.
She said it was a double humper. I
Yeah.
didn't know what that meant, but I was threatened.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say Finkel, no matter what or how the election will end up, you are going to be accused of whatever.
Yeah, I
You know
stacked
that,
it.
right?
I rigged it. I stacked it. I cheated somebody.
Yeah.
It's
The
inevitable.
thing is, it's not like he isn't already hated. So
That's true. Nobody
Oh,
loves me. Everybody
you're
hates me.
hated?
Everybody hates me. I'm
Of
going to go eat
course.
scones.
Hmm.
He's just
Well,
lucky
I
his
mean, but the good news is if you're hated, no one cares about you. No one will watch your stuff.
This is true. This is true.
I do know 3
So,
guys that tolerate him. I don't know if that helps.
I know 3 guys that talk shit about him.
Well, he does claim that he's going to pay us, but I still haven't seen it.
Who talks shit about me? No one talks shit about me.
Oh, on other panels they do, yeah.
Mm.
Mr. Finkel. You're
No.
well known.
yeah, you are.
I've never noticed another panel to talk shit about me. Never.
Never?
Never.
Oh, that's wild.
I hope you guys know
Oh,
the difference between a lie and a joke.
Hey, Cart, since you mentioned that, yes, vote for Izzy. Make sure you email Finkel and just say, I vote for Izzy.
Otherwise, Bob the Candle's going to take your coffee.
Yeah. No, truly, it was actually Mitch's idea. We came up with the Brown Committee or whatever we called ourselves. And it was
Brown
funny because he was accused of being black supremacist, I believe. Right?
Yeah. I also think it
And
was his idea for the proceeds to go to
yeah,
underprivileged kids in public schools.
yeah. So he then suggested if we win and we get the funds, that I would take it and give it to the kids that can't afford buying lunches. Since I have 30 something schools, I have 22,000 students.
22,000.
Yeah.
Well, if you win that, 500 is not going to go very far.
No, that's why I'm going to choose 1 or 2 small schools.
Okay. And Steve asked if I'm spending the wedding money. No, Steve, just the wedding cake. It was my job to buy the wedding cake. I decided no cake money.
That's
I'm
funny.
making sock accounts. Well, okay, the sock accounts won't work if they're newer than 6 months.
Oh, really? So my brother can't, well, he's not a sock account, but he just
Right.
created his account.
Oh, I forgot. What is? I don't know your brother's email name, so I won't be able to confirm or deny for you unless I know it.
Oh,
Don't
I'll
say it here. Just text it to me.
message it to you. Yeah.
His name is Maha. There you go. You'll never
That's
find
not
out.
true. His
Yeah.
name is not Machacha.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
See, that's what I expect right there.
It's
Yeah.
Hooby Stank at hotmail.com.
Yeah, who be stank? Yeah.
It was Hooby or wasn't
Yeah.
Hooby the name on YouTube?
No, yeah. Hobie is my brother.
bro.
It's actually his nickname.
Okay.
And for some reason, he actually really liked Ariel and
Oh, he's still
Mustard.
Yeah.
Some people in that family have good taste.
Exactly.
I remember Ariel and Hooby. Hooby, am I saying that right? Is it Hooby?
Yeah.
They hit it off on their common language.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, and then he was talking afterwards about it. He called me and I'm like, dude, you just spent 2 hours on YouTube.
When are you
But
getting him back up?
whenever he's free, that would be kind of cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. A progress report. See what's happening. What's new with you guys?
Yeah. We were
I think
talking a
everyone
lot
that was
of,
there that night enjoyed the stories and the interaction and stuff. It was really, really cool. Really
Yeah.
oh,
human.
thank you.
It was nice.
Thank
I-
you.
Yeah.
It's a no drama, real raw things that we talked about,
Is this
Yeah,
a
well,
real
that's what we
segment?
find on this panel because there's so much BS out there that it's nice to meet real people using real words with real stories, Yeah.
Is this real? A school had $1.5 million in chicken wings stolen?
Oh yeah. I
That
believe
could be real. That could be real.
Yeah.
And this is real. I am black.
What?
Yeah, it's actually very, I wouldn't be shocked.
Let me tell you, when I was a
people
kid,
are-
like I would go to lunch, right? And I'm talking high school, not elementary but so we had hot lunches and cold lunches. So if you wanted something hot, whatever they made that day, spaghetti or a hamburger, you could eat a sub cold sandwich.
Mhm.
But I would go get like cakes, and I would put a cake down on my plate, and then I put another cake on top, and then I would just mush it down. I had two cakes for the price of one. And the ice cream sandwiches, somehow they always ended up in my pocket. I don't know. But yeah. Just one of those things for a kid,
So we can never
Ice cream
trust a Mexican,
sandwiches.
is that right? Ariel?
Yeah,
That
you
is
can trust the
absolutely
Mexican.
right.
Never trust a Mexican. He'll take 2 cakes.
I remember. I don't remember what year.
Yeah, you can
but
trust the Mexican because I'm not Mexican, so
somewhere.
I'm Guatemalan.
Yes, somewhere
It's
in
them Puerto Ricans.
middle or high school, my parents found out I was eating because we had choices for lunch. I was always choosing the hamburger and the fries, and they brought up. I think it was it the mayor or the governor? Someone asked why there aren't more vegetables in school lunches, and the response was, "The hamburger and fries has ketchup. Ketchup is made from a vegetable."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, actually, my daughter say that to me.
Yeah, that's good logic.
Yeah. And
turns out
my
to be-
argument back to them, it's actually a fruit.
Yeah, fruit. Yeah.
Oh, that is very true.
So you guys heard it too. It must have been on a national scale. It must have been.
It was somebody in was it in W's administration, or it might have been earlier than that. They were saying that ketchup counted as a vegetable in school lunches.
It would have to be earlier in W because I was an adult by W. I was in part
Well,
of Reagan.
they don't.
um,
Go ahead.
Yeah, Reagan was near the end of my high school time, and I think Carter was before that. I don't remember who said it, but yeah, they were like, ketchup is a vegetable.
That's funny. But they don't count them as a vegetable or a fruit, at least in my schools.
Yeah.
However, they count they're like raisins, but they're like sour. What's that candy that is Sour Patch Kids? You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Count
that's, huh?
they count that?
They count that as a fruit.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I know. I know.
You know, I rarely ate lunch in high school. My mother would give me the lunch money, and I would each day buy a one of those little pints or whatever of chocolate milk, and I counted the rest of the money as being like an allowance.
Yeah.
Well, I actually had a job when I was in high school, but I always ate. That was one of my favorite classes that I had. Was lunchtime.
We can't hear you.
We could still smoke in high school when I was there, so you can go outside,
Ah, yeah.
light up a fake cigarette. You know what I mean?
Tobacco's a
I
good-
don't.
Yeah. You went to the wrong school, Izzy.
I know. I know. I
Oh,
did.
Why did Finkel
Yeah.
throw Kiwi out?
No idea.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
I did not.
So, my kids started school this week, and my daughter, my high schooler, came home and said her history teacher wanted to asked her to say thank you to me because last year, apparently, he came to the school store and I told him he was having a bad day and I paid for his lunch at the time. And he told her after I paid for his lunch, he thought about changing his entire mindset for the day. I thought that was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know what kind of effect you have on people like that.
Yeah.
Just a simple thing that, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, all I spent was $4.
Yeah, but it made a big impression on him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that was kind of, I'm like, I don't even know what he looks like.
Hmm.
Yeah, when she was telling me.
Damn it, Cart, you're gonna ruin everything.
Oh.
How am I supposed to afford those cheap women now?
Thanks, Cart. Honestly, whoever wins, I hope that they do something good.
I actually did a short video on that.
It is a pretty well established fact that kids in school do better academically if they have food in their belly.
Yep.
Uh,
That is true.
and it is also well known that our highest poverty rate in America affects children.
Hmm.
People don't understand. So summer schools are very important, and again, that's how that's how they get their lunches.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how they eat. Yeah.
Summer school.
That's why they introduced the breakfast program also, so that
Yeah.
the kids could eat.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it's sad. There's an awful lot of kids that is the best meals they get is those school
Right.
lunches and stuff. And they, whenever there's no school and that, I know around here they started a summer lunch thing.
Yeah.
Where it's not they have it at like the YMCA and some churches and stuff, but they got
Yeah.
like grants to do that. And I can remember when they first started, there were people that go, "Oh, there's nobody around here that needs stuff like that," and I'm like, "You have no
No,
idea."
yeah, you really have no idea. Even in my district, people think, oh, it's a fancy district. And I'm like, you have no idea. No idea. Um, you know,
And you know, a lot of times it's not necessarily either just an economical thing. It's just bad parenting. You
either
know,
that or yeah, there's so many things factor into that. So did I tell you about my nephew when my sister moved here? He was 6 years old, and um, as he was going to school, he was they were eligible for free lunches or reduced price or whatever it was. And one day, his teacher reached out to my sister and said, "Hey, just wanted to let you know, Adam stuffs his pockets with muffins." And when my sister talked to him, he said because he wanted to bring them home to his siblings because,
Mm.
you know, he never, like, he just, like, wanted to take care of his it broke my heart, honestly, at the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yes, his name is Adam.
His name is what?
Adam.
Oh,
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah. It's a very common name in both languages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then his little brother named Ian, but in Arabic they call him Ian.
Hmm.
But when you spell it, it's like Ian.
My former minister's name was Ian.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the
No,
church.
it's more like fleeing, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fleeing, not
So
Ian. Fleeing.
so you have 11 people watching, yet you only have 9 likes.
Oh, I hit the like.
I hit the dislike.
Oh,
Same.
Either way, it goes down good. Either
that's
way.
true. Yeah. You reminded me.
Yeah, I
need to
came in and saw Muxter and Ariel, so I decided to hit the thumbs down.
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
it's back
okay.
to 10. It's up to
YouTube
10.
YouTube still pays us the same.
There we go. I just clicked the like. I did my
Okay.
civic.
Well, we need one more because there are 11 people watching.
Somebody is fired. Oh wait, that's Muxter, right?
Well,
Oh, we
actually,
got 12.
yeah. So people really got to get on the ball now.
Holy cow!
Um,
I wish I hadn't opened YouTube. I got lots of notifications.
exactly, Cliff. I'm doing the mod job even though I'm not a mod. Looking out for these people
Oh,
that
spider
no
dogs.
one cares about.
Yeah, not to mention any names, but nobody watches us or cares what we say. They'll spend
No.
hours telling everybody that they never watch it, and they have all kind of clips. But yeah,
You
How do
have
you get
13 likes now.
Don't be stealing my ideas, people. Come up with your own damn funny ideas. Leave mine alone.
the weird thing is, okay, we went up to 13 likes, but we're down to 11 views from the 12 we just had.
Yeah. I think we could probably do 15 likes.
Do I hear
Oh,
17?
geez.
17.
All
I
right.
replied to your email, Muxter. So
I want why don't you guys send me emails? Everybody claims to have emails and no one sent me anything.
you know what? I don't really keep emails, so because I look at them and then I erase them.
Me no hear you.
Because I look at them and then I erase them. Me no hear you.
All right, we have 13 likes now. It's nice to have two accounts. Mustard comments. Personally, I have nothing to say. It sounds like you said something.
That's funny. So Steve Cousins said Cart only hits the like button if you pay her.
What's
Holy
going
cow, we did hit 15.
Yeah, 16 now.
17.
Checks in the mail cart.
17 now. Let's do 20.
Oh, Cliff, I'm reading your comment now on one of the videos about my stolen phone. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Don't ever say you're not an auditor. Well, I'm not really an auditor. I do take a lot of lessons learned from auditors. Oh, mirrors. I'm a liar.
Hey,
Just want to go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It's okay.
I just want to say, if you come up on panel folks and you do camel jokes, someone might drag you out of your house, so don't do that.
Oh.
Oh.
Come on.
Do you think we can hit 20 likes?
I don't know. Who out there has not hit the like yet?
I got 16.
I have 17.
Who said 16?
I am literally looking at 17.
Yeah, but mine, I refreshed it and it says the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is not up to date.
No. No bueno.
No bueno. But I was gonna say, I forgot to say, I don't know what I was thinking about.
You were going to say Finkel is the greatest.
No, I said no one cares about Finkel.
Ah, that was close. I know I was in there somewhere.
Like literally nobody.
Well, just ask his ex. She'll tell you.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I heard your math today.
My math?
Oh,
my
yeah.
math, yes. When I was yelling at the clouds.
Holy cow, we're at 19.
Wow.
Yeah. 20. I'm telling you.
I used the calculator and everything.
But anyway, I saw your video about math ain't mathing.
My math ain't mathing. Yeah, where have I heard that before?
But it apparently started mathing.
I hate to say it, but we got all those likes after Izzy showed up, so maybe we really do have to get the girl.
Oh,
my offer still stands. Hey, $10.03. It's your choice.
Let me see. How would that? Well, iMac would work.
Who?
iMac instead of FMac.
That sounds like you have a disease. I have an iMac.
That sounds like we're sponsored by Apple.
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kiwi says, don't take no Shiza, Izzy. Who am I taking Shiza from?
Oh, they let him go.
Special high intensity training.
I see the Camel Committee released them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
was
Who's
only
the
30
candidate?
laps.
I don't know what Ariel was talking about.
Alrighty. Oh. Gotta check
Hello,
something.
Susie.
Hey, Susie, how you doing?
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hey, if Susie hits a like on the way in,
Yep. Dale like. Like you never dale before.
this channel is just growing by leaps and bounds.
what's our subscription right now?
720.
Yep.
I doubt
All,
you.
all paid for. Bought and paid for.
I doubt you. Let me.
I haven't actually checked.
I shouldn't have asked. I should have just looked. FMAK chat.
56.
I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to say 56.
I stand corrected.
All right. As long as you acknowledge your mistakes, we're good. All right. Oh, that's another argument against the clicks and views. This is now our team primary channel, and the sweepstakes is not connected to it.
Yeah.
And neither channel is monetized.
Yeah, I'm not monetized and I haven't had any new content.
All right.
Well, you had Hoobie.
Yeah,
Well,
I did have Hoobie.
I'm curious for those who accuse me of trying to get clicks and baits for more YouTube money. I'm not monetized, so I have no idea. How much does a typical YouTube pay for a week? Am I really
No
gonna?
idea.
If I was monetized, would I make more than $500? Seems like that would be a loss of
Oh.
funds.
No, I think those guys that just have 1 to 5,000 subscribers do not really get a whole lot of money from
Yeah.
YouTube. I don't know, maybe if they get a lot of those good super chats and stuff, but as far as just what
No,
they
I
get
think some
from
of them
content,
do get money from YouTube. Someone told me
They do, but it depends.
who has, yeah, he has around 20,000 and he said he gets 5 to 6,000 a month.
Whoa.
well,
Is that not
Yeah.
including super chats and
But he's
memberships?
getting people are watching. They're sitting and watching. That's
Wow.
the
I
thing.
don't, yeah, and that's
That's
what he mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, how
I'd
do I
like to
get
know
in on
more
that?
about this ad revenue. If I watch a 2-3 hour stream from my real account, which is not premium, it breaks for commercials every so often.
So I'm
If I
doing
watch
it wrong.
If I watch from my premium account, I get no commercials. How are they getting ad revenue from premium account holders?
Yeah. I don't know.
I have been accused of not knowing how it works, and I stand guilty of that accusation. I don't know how it works because it's not my job.
Yeah, I don't either. But I'm also new, ish.
Noob,
Yeah.
rookie.
I'm a newbie.
So far, this channel, our biggest video got 112 views. So we're kicking butt.
We're on our
So
way now.
people are watching?
Well, at least
Yeah.
9 are watching right now.
Yeah.
Which
And
I'll tell you, I can't remember what the content was over on my own channel. I had a very rare, was it 30 or 50 It was much more than usual, 9 or 10. Oh yeah, it was my Q&A. I could not keep up with the chat, and I was literally trying to respond to chat. So I'm quite happy with 9 or 10. You get too many people, and that chat just keeps moving. You miss it, especially, and that's especially important when the whole show is about responding to the chat. You ask a question.
Can I ask you something?
Sure, you just did.
Uh, what was the Q&A for?
I was hoping to put to bed some of the cross-channel controversy. It failed.
It failed.
It
That
failed.
was
Yeah,
for the Llorones. For the Llorones. Llorones, whatever, however you want to say it.
I'm not sure what
Yeah.
you're saying.
That's for the crybabies.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't work?
Nah,
No, they're still crying.
they're still crazy.
Oh.
It's
And by
just-
they, I don't mean one specific channel.
no, it's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, a bunch of them are crying.
There was over 50 people, and I think there might have been a half a dozen people that actually wanted to ask questions and get answers.
Yeah.
I don't know why Finkel's so important. I really don't. I don't get it.
I'm not, but after this $500 reward, I'm going to
Wow. Yeah.
be even less important because I've been referred to more than once as a cash cow.
Yeah, I heard that. What is this person, Kusa? Arabic
Kusa.
people. It's not Arabic people, it's Arab, by the way. Roll their R's and drop the D's. Very weird. What does that mean?
Pronunciation.
Wow.
I can't do it, but rolling the R's would be like a hard, I don't know.
Kusa?
Kusa.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know how to roll my R's, and I always be dropping that D. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
It was
But
a
no,
joke.
yeah, we do roll the R's, but I don't understand the comment.
I think they're just making an observation. It's not just Arabic to English; it's any second language. I could read a Hangul word or a German word or a Spanish word, and I'll pronounce it wrong, even if I get into phrases. I'll probably say something, and Ariel will say, "No, that's not how you pronounce that." And we tend to make fun of people from China. They pronounce the R's with an L.
Yeah.
Not ramen, it's lamen.
Oh, that's funny. Kiwi said too many stray camels.
We
Yep.
we like to pronounce J's like the H.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Jose.
Like-
Yeah, but it's a
Like
J.
Jesus.
Yep.
Jesus.
I remember a guy on that one gaming forum I used to be on. I think he actually was Mexican, but when he would, it was all like chat, it was all text. But for laugh, he'd put J-E, J-E, J-E.
Well, that is laughing in Spanish.
Oh,
It's
yeah. There was a guy in my PTS group who would say J-A, 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 ja, ja, ja. I'm like, what are you saying? I'm saying, ha, ha, ha. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
can I
that's how they-
just mention for people who are keeping track, although VIF still holds the record for a 10-minute timeout, Cart is the first person to get 2 timeouts.
Awesome.
Ooh.
This is why Cart doesn't like you, huh?
Yeah. Rolling blunts and dropping. Any of my reading glasses beats yo MFers, MF curse. Okay.
I like Cart.
She's a bad seed. She's a bad seed.
Bad. Ariel's almost had me. Okay. Ariel's off in the TARDIS.
I am. I'm in
for-
TARDIS.
for those who don't know about Doctor Who's transportation across time and dimensions was called a TARDIS.
And he is a Time Lord, one of the last, or the last of the Time Lords.
GMK. He said his vote is still for sale.
Uh,
Buy
you can
one, buy one, get one.
you can take cart space in our little cartel, then GMK.
Mm-hmm.
Card, did you vote?
It's hard to have a cartel without a cart. But
Well, she said she was voting for you when you gave that sob story where you made up a story about buying lunch for a teacher. We know it was fake.
Australia has the largest number of wild camels in the world. I did not know that.
They do.
So we got to shift our stereotypes.
They're a nuisance, as a matter of fact,
It's a nuisance.
to the Australians.
Yeah.
Um,
Are they natural to Australia or
No.
British imported them.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the cavalry.
oh, okay.
For the camel boys, not the cowboys, but the camel boys.
Camel boys, yeah. I guess our North American horses came from Europe too, didn't they?
No.
Depends on who you talk to.
Why do you all keep talking about about Bob the camel?
Tonight is the first time I heard a camel named Bob. Who's talking about Bob?
That's what I named my camel, Bob.
Oh, you named your camel Bob. Okay.
That's a good
Yeah.
name for him.
He's parked outside right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna take it to school tomorrow.
okay.
What kind of field does he run on?
Huh?
Just water.
GMK must be from Australia. Australia's number one in everything. We cannot win.
I believe it.
Who's going to bring this guy up? I guess I can.
Who?
That guy.
If I may return for a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Were you in timeout?
Possibly. No. I just lost connection quite a few times because I think the weather's closing in here. But I've been in chat causing trouble. I just wanted to interject with a FYI for a moment. I heard you talking about camels in Australia, and I wondered if you were interested in the history of that.
Sure.
I'm going to suggest that since Australia started as a penal colony, they were stolen.
No, it's quite a cool story actually. It was many years ago. I'm going to say like 100 years ago. So before the 1900s, they wanted to. The British government sort of thing was sending explorers out. So they sent people across Australia and to survey the land and find out what was there. And they were very interested because Australia is so big in running a railway from the southern side, the south coast of where Adelaide is, to the Northern Territory where Darwin is, because it was very difficult to run the shipping around Australia if you can imagine the distances that were incurred. So they wanted to run a railway, and the British, I think at the time, were in Afghanistan or had connections with Afghanistan. Anyway, they figured the best way to cross the Great Sandy Desert through the middle of Australia to the north was with camels, because they couldn't supply anything and they couldn't get anything out there. This is before planes, before automobiles, all that sort of thing. So a bunch of Afghani camel herders ran an expedition party from Adelaide up to Darwin, and they were hoping to survey and collect information for building the railways. They completed that, and when they got, I think they got all the way to Darwin, and then they were going to come back. And for some reason, they ended up leaving a lot of camels out in the desert or completely abandoning their camels. They did the survey and then they quit, basically.
Mm.
The head drover, or the head Afghani, I believe his last name was Ghan, Ghan. And now the railway from Adelaide up to Darwin is called the Ghan Railway, or the Ghan Line, if you like.
Mm.
So the camels all buggered off into the desert, and being the amazing creatures that they are, survived and thrived even. But no one really knew because no one's out there. You got to imagine it's like a moonscape out there, and no one really lives there. So years later, they figured, oh shit, we've got too many camels. We better go out and, like, they're feral. They're a pest. I'm not really sure who they're a pest to, because they're very kind to the environment, unlike sheep and cattle with their hard hooves, tend to dig up the very fragile soil that's in Australia, or the sand and stuff. And that causes a bit of environmental damage. Anyway, years later, we're talking 100 years later, they start killing the camels, and then they start, I think, exporting the meat over. Oh, you lost me for a second. And then they realized that the genetics of these particular camels were so clean that the, I think, Arabian sheikhs, or somewhere in that general region, they take their camel racing very seriously. So then they had wranglers go out, herd up these camels, and export them over to back to Arabia for huge amounts of money. And these sheikhs race these camels like we race horses, and there's a lot of money at stake. So these strong, thoroughbred, hardened camels became very, very lucrative. And a few years ago, people started keeping camels for milking, like we milk cows. There's something to do with the milk composition that is very good for certain diseases and people who are lactose intolerant, and among other things. So camel milk was like being sold in Arabia. Sorry, Izzy, I'm being ignorant saying Arabia, but
No,
in that general
Arabia
region,
is right. Arabia is right.
in the Middle East, or in the Arab countries, they were buying feral caught, herded, and milked camels from Australia. They were selling, I think it was like $100 Australian a litre. So maybe that's half a gallon for $100 Australian. So that would be like maybe $70 American for half a gallon. So that was what was going on so far with the camels. But we did the same with goats in Australia too. They had feral goats running around, and they started exporting them live to Muslim countries because they love eating goat, and no one wants to eat it in Australia. So there you go. Pests can be profitable.
Yeah. By the way, this is wrong. This is wrong. It's just
What?
I like Kimchi 91. There is no Surge like Kimchi. Oh, who put that in there?
Who's
So-
this guy?
Why did it take the space out? That's weird.
oh, okay. It's I like Kimchi. There's,
Did I post the right one?
I didn't see one from you. Scroll up. Oh, you told someone to email me.
No, someone was saying to email me, and I'm like, no, not me.
Oh, okay. But
I said,
my email address is I like kimchi91@gmail.com. There's no
right.
surge.
Susie Sunday.
Did someone
Sorry.
try to come in with Surge?
I think it was a typo for Sarge and the space was missing. Sarge,
Ah,
meaning
okay.
Sarge
okay.
email was I like kimchi. That's my YouTube email.
I spelled it that way on purpose. It's a private joke, but I don't know why every other one that I have saved, I have the name before it and it doesn't do
Oh.
that to them. I don't know why it. Let me see if this works.
I get it. You're calling me
It
that
looks
guy.
like it looks like Cliff is trying to make deal with Susie Sunday.
There.
Email says if you want to vote for her, Susie. Wait a minute. No. Oh, she's
Mr.
trying
Finkel.
to throw off the votes.
Oh,
All votes go to I like kimchi91@gmail.com.
yeah, that's exactly. Don't email me,
He's trying to sabotage the vote.
you people.
That was fascinating. I had no idea. I didn't even know there were camels in Australia outside of zoos.
Have you had camel like to eat?
I've never had camel meat or camel milk. I've had chamomile tea.
Yeah, it's not
It's
the
supposed to be
same.
very nice. The camel meat is supposed to be very nice.
Is it? And Cliff does admit that he was joking.
That's funny.
There was something I was going to say. I got distracted.
So
with
just
the
to
surge.
finish my story off, if you like.
Okay.
So years later, when we have the war in Afghanistan, a lot of refugees tried to come to Australia in boats, what you'd call illegal immigration, but they tried to come in as refugees to get away from there. And of course, Australia is a little bit tight on its racism. They kind of like a little bit of racism there. So they're like, no, these people can't come here and just turn up on boats. So when the academics actually looked back, at the Australian history, they were like, well, the Afghanis in Australia have had quite a tight bond because of the camels over like all this time. We never had a problem with Afghanis before. We never really knew where Afghanistan was. And now that they need help and they're trying to come here to get away from a war, all of a sudden we don't like them. So there we are with some immigration, international politics, environmental pest management, and just look into the future. Vote for Izzy. That's all I got to say.
I love that story. I
There
love
is,
what you did there.
I do believe that hate has to be taught. It doesn't come naturally. You didn't.
It doesn't.
It
no.
doesn't. It doesn't, because if you throw a bunch of kids who don't speak, none of them speak the same language, and a bunch of people, and you have some music and some food, then that bunch of kids and that bunch of people and those families will find a way to communicate, because all we need is each other and some food and some good times. So you can watch it on a playground where kids, they work it out, what much better than us adults, how to find the common ground, the middle ground, the place where you can communicate. And the games begin, and it's the fun begins. Hate has to be taught. It doesn't come naturally at all, because what's the point of it? It only leads to the destruction of everything and everyone. Who does that to themselves,
No, I agree.
Anyway, that's my rant. That's my rant for the day, and I'm going to log off. Thank you.
I can't remember what musical it's from, but there's a song called You Have to Be Carefully Taught. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, did you guys kick him out?
Yeah, Muxer kicked him out. He just wanted to come up and tell the history of the camel in Australia.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, it's from South Pacific.
Yeah. Someone said that he had a smooth voice, radio voice.
Not sure. And James Taylor did a version.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's copyright, so I won't play it. But basically, it doesn't come. Hate, bigotry, and hate doesn't come naturally. It's something taught. So
I agree with that 1000%. Yep. We should do a show about that.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
yeah.
Well, who said you invited?
Mhm.
I just there's certain people we don't want because they'll just ruin it, like Mitch
I mean,
and Joe Cool.
and Chris.
Well,
I mean, we're talking about, hate is not taught, right? And how we should be inclusive and all that. But who invited you again?
yeah, it's hard to keep me out.
Oh, yeah.
I had the keys.
I think the most well-informed YouTube expert on equality and what's the word I'm looking for? People getting along regardless of race, creed, religion. I think we should invite Generally Specific to this conversation.
Oh, goodness.
I'm kidding.
No, I mean, that's fair. And Muxter, I'm just kidding. Please don't go cry.
I'm just sitting here thinking about the panel of
Yeah.
I like the idea of doing a thing on that.
Oh, I was teasing you. I was thinking about GS's comment about wearing the short skirt. My gosh.
I'm not familiar with this one. Short skirt.
Yeah, there was like a rage. He was screaming at people.
Oh, referring to him wearing a short skirt.
Yeah, he kept
Okay.
saying,
That's
he
right.
was accusing that rabbit person of not
Yeah.
being on his side. And then he kept saying, I guess I shouldn't have, wore the short skirt. He was like claiming that he was raped,
Legend.
by all these people. And it's such a dumb thing to say.
He doesn't say
You
dumb.
know?
What are you talking about? He's a genius. He's got an
Seriously.
IQ of over 70.
I mean, even if you break down a stupid comment, like basically saying girls, get assaulted because they wore short skirts, like what?
Oh, is that what he's saying? Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the stupidest thing. But yeah, he actually deleted that from his channel, but everybody else caught it.
Yeah, there's several copies of it floating around.
Yeah. Yep.
Not a big fan of Vegas Phipps, but he did an excellent one where he put the creepy music in the background and he gave it a red tint.
Yeah. Vegas is a lot smarter than what people give him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's well clever, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Hold on, Sarge. He's not smarter than me. Are we talking about GS or Vegas? Oh,
Is Kuza Vegas Vips?
no, I don't think so.
What about the other accounts that I'm not recognizing?
Oh, that's true. Vegas Fips does have a lot of sock accounts, as we call them. I've never gotten a vibe from Kuza as being one of them. Steve Cousins, on the other hand, now that's a Vegas Fips sock there. That's why he never comes up on panels, because we would recognize his voice. I'm kidding, Steve. I'm kidding. 70 IQ. Yeah, 70 seems to be the border between genius and the other end of the intelligence spectrum. That's the cutoff mark.
So, my brain is still working on racism. And you know what I really would love to hear is various people, black and brown type people, telling the story of when they first realized, they first, encountered racism. Like 6 years old and this happened, 10 years old and this happened, that kind of thing.
Yeah. That would be an interesting perspective. Years back,
You're total but right now, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Unless it's me.
What's that?
Well, it is the juice, so I guess maybe it's me.
Did
Breaking
you
up.
hear what I said? Not everybody experienced racism.
Yeah.
In fact, I see you guys can understand me. My little antenna symbol's really bad.
You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
a super robot.
I'm going to restart.
Okay. No, I mean, yeah, I think we should have a show just to talk about it because I unfortunately did experience racism. It wasn't early on, it was recent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Right
that
here
could
in
be
Utah.
any time. Yeah. It could be any time in your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bigotry and racism has been thrown in your direction several times since you've been on
Yep.
YouTube.
As you saw, yeah. So maybe I can come and hijack one of your Sunday morning coffee.
Yeah.
Hopefully Muxter wouldn't kick me out.
We don't do Sunday morning. Tuesday, I think.
Oh, whatever I thought it was Sun. Actually,
No.
I can't do Sunday. I have to coach. Yeah, whatever your Sunday, your morning coffee.
Mhm. Yeah, they changed it to the afternoon last Tuesday, and I was late.
Yeah,
Monsters.
I thought it was a daily thing.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So it's just
Nobody-
like random.
Nobody wants to hang with these guys every day.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm Caucasian. I have experienced racism as well. Yeah, it can.
I believe it.
Everyone. Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
both ways.
It doesn't matter what you look like, male, female, black, white, in between. Just
I mean,
I don't understand it, but it is what it is. I mean,
the
Racism is racism.
yeah,
White-
but
the white majority in America has, and I don't mean all of them, but members of the white majority have oppressed peoples of color and of different ethnicities for so long that within those communities, they're like, they develop a sense that the white guy is the bad guy, and they actually have carefully taught to hate white people too.
I think,
again, it's not all. It is. There are
I don't know
cases.
why you believe that. I have no idea why you believe that.
experience.
I never look at white people as the devils and out to get me or anything like that.
Oh no, I don't feel like people of color are out to get me, but there are communities of people of color who have been oppressed for so long. It's just a natural reaction.
And you think white people did that to them?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think so, but
I think it's a little tricky subject. I don't think
it can be. Yeah.
I don't think it's done by white people. I think it's
kind
done by both.
Yeah,
Well,
it's done by both, but sometimes one reacts to the other.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily started for the white or started with the black, but there are. I guess I shouldn't put it one way. It works both ways. There are communities or groups of people who have been so long mistreated by the other that they start teaching their young, don't trust that guy. He's white or
Yeah.
black. Or,
yeah. No, and this I'll say there will always be racism. Always.
Yeah.
It is, that's what it is.
I was reading a lot of the stuff at the African American, the Black History Museum in D.C., the newer Smithsonian, and I didn't know this, but at the time that slavery was starting in West Africa, Europeans were freely trading and getting along with and cohabitating with the folks in East Africa. What it was in West Africa, they had things like diamonds and gold. They had things that were of value. So in order to gain control of those things of value, they started to dehumanize the local inhabitants to the point where they actually enslaved them and shipped them off to other countries, so there would be less resistance, so that the Europeans, whitey, if you will, could have more control over the natural resources in West Africa.
You realize that there was tons of people that were free men, and they could go anywhere, do whatever they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't white. When I say free men.
Yeah.
By the way, Cliff, you should say what you feel or your opinion.
Sometimes white people think if they say something, then someone's going to think they're a racist too. It's you see the thing that's a little,
Well, he said he might get canceled.
Well, that's
can I tell you my theory?
Nope.
Somewhat? No. I don't care. I saw a TV documentary several years ago, and they talked about bullying in school. Okay. And I remember they specifically used this one girl as an example. But, part of what they said is a lot of times with bullying, it's kind of obvious who like the outcast kid is going to be, because, maybe there's a kid that doesn't have nice clothes or something like that. But even if there's not somebody obvious, it's like a class, like at a group will always find an outcast kid and they bully him. And they, like I said, they took, for example, there's this one girl, I forget, she was like 6th, 7th grade or whatever. And she was bullied. Everybody made fun of her, moved her to another school where nobody knew her. And she fit in just fine.
Sarge, what was the word that he taught you?
Brevity?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm interested. I hope he continues.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I just wanted to remember the word. Then what happened?
She moved and fit in?
Yes. So it's obvious that what she was being bullied for was not anything she was doing because she moved to a place where they already had their outcast. So
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if that's a societal thing that we, for some reason, need our outcast. And in school, it's bullying. In the adult world, it's racism. That there's always going to be, for some reason, a
Some sort of
large part.
hate.
Yeah, a large part of society needs somebody to look down on.
Yeah, no, I agree. My own kid, speaking of seventh grade, my own kid, when she was in seventh grade, was made fun of because she was wearing Target clothes
Mhm.
while everybody had Lululemon and all the other fancy stuff.
Yeah. Social economic status, race,
Yeah,
style. There's this weird thing that it's part of human nature. It's kind of sad that if people can sometimes substitute a better situation for themselves by finding someone in a worse situation to pick on. As
yeah,
long as I have someone I can pick on, I feel better about myself, and that's kind of crazy. This isn't why we have opposing thumbs, but people do it.
yeah.
Life's not fair. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Did you just make that up?
I
That
did.
life's not fair.
Yeah. Just made it up. Right here, right now.
Um,
Wait,
know,
it's not
we-
fair
we-
for, so like I've been living this lie the whole time. I thought it was fair.
It's not. You're
Oh
not
man.
guaranteed anything in life.
and that's something I was wanting to address a while back. Someone was dunking on our government, and I'm thinking, I'm not responding to them, but I'm thinking, I'm yelling at the computer screen. In fact, I think it was the topic circled around. It wasn't directed at you, Izzy, but
Me?
yeah. The topic of you kind of spurred them down this road. The topic
Oh,
was how bad our government is, how our government oppressing people. It sounded very much like soft sit type talk, but
yeah,
they weren't soft sits. But they were very badly dunking on America because that's the way we all feel. We fought for this, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, you idiots. People like Izzy are coming from a place where the oppression was real. I mean, you were
right,
talking about girls being picked up in vans and then mutilated so they wouldn't be useful to anyone else, and
right,
just horrific. And
right.
they see it from perspective, oh, this reporter's rights were violated because his house was no knocked search warrant and his property was taken as evidence.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's bad if you've lived a sheltered, comfortable life all your life. But if you're
Right,
coming here from a place where it was just as horrible as the situations you've described, you think
right.
the streets are paved with gold. This is great. And that's why I think a lot of immigrants appreciate America more than a lot of Americans do.
We
Because
actually do.
we're
There's,
we're spoiled.
no, I
um,
think people take things for granted here, but first generation immigrants love and appreciate life in America, you know?
I think I started opening my eyes to it while I'm a E3 in the Navy, on food stamps, living in a trailer park, um, struggling payday to payday. And my ship goes on Leo ops in the Caribbean. And I go on Liberty in a place
Yeah,
called Venezuela. And it's the Liberty bus is taking to where we're going to go party. And my $20 is going to go a long way for the party. And we're passing these entire neighborhoods in the hills of people who made shelters out of trash.
yeah,
No running water, no electricity, and I wouldn't call them homes or even shacks. It was like they have pieces of plastic or metal. They kind of constructed shelters from the elements. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, I don't have it so bad. An E3 on food stamps in a trailer park is not so bad. I have running water, I have electricity. It just isn't that bad. And people who lived and grew up and always had, even when mom and dad were really struggling, you still had shoes on your feet, you still had food in your belly.
Yeah.
So they don't appreciate. Yeah, it
But that's
sucks.
a great way to look at it because we didn't even have food stamp. We didn't have running water, or even power. It comes in just 2 hours a day. To this day.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, it's only 2 hours a day.
Wow.
Don't go
Yeah.
for it. They don't have power. They
Whatever
lose
you
power every day. They lose power.
I can't hear you for some reason.
Oh, okay.
You roboted again.
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
guessing,
I mean-
did you say Puerto Rico loses power daily?
Every day.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
the hurricane just went by, so there was like 700,000 people without light. But it's the infrastructure sucks.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Izzy, let me ask you this. Do your kids have any ocular problems from constantly rolling their eyes when they hear their mother say, "You don't have any idea how lucky you have it"?
Mm.
I actually don't say it as much as my husband. He'll say, back in my day, if I had said that, or if I had talked that way, or blah, 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 and they roll their eyes. And my little one has a smart comment, always comes back with a smart comment and says, well, it's not back in your day, it's the future. We are the future, or something like that. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, it can be worse. Did you say you had power for 2 hours a day?
Yeah, to this day. So people have generators and there's like a big generator, like a person who operates these generators that they go to people and he gets like monthly fees. And it's like every other neighborhood has it. Every neighborhood has it.
Wow. So imagine you're a kid, an American kid, and you have the freedom to ride your bike around the neighborhood with the other American kids. And okay, maybe your parents don't have so much money, so you go to that one kid's house where the mom makes Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid mom, we used to call her. So you see all the bikes laying down in the front yard because it's a hot day. They're all hot and sweaty, and they go in and they have ice cold Kool-Aid because it's been refrigerated.
Yeah.
Now, okay, you're the poorer kid, so when you go home, you don't have Kool-Aid, but you do have cold water. You have ice cubes or you have chilled water in the refrigerator.
Yeah, we never had that.
If that's not good enough for you, go to Iraq where you're lucky to get cold water 2 hours a day.
Thank
You
you.
know, you know
Thank
what's
you.
you know what's amazing about it when you think of it, and it just shows you what a piece of shit Saddam was.
Mm.
You're in a country where the oil is all over the place. So
Right.
you could have oil powered, electrical stations. Also, you're in a country where, I mean, is there another part of the world that's better designed for solar power?
I mean, exactly. There's so many different options. And Iraq is what the third largest country when it comes to oil. And, you know,
So there was absolutely no reason for that.
right. We the people and still to this day, and the power that they get from the generators are not even strong enough to run an AC,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
I never understood that about dictatorships. Iraq Iran too, Saudi Arabia too. They have the ability with their oil cells and the rest of the world's dependency on oil to
Yeah.
feed everyone, to give everyone electricity, to give everyone cold Kool-Aid.
Right.
Yet there's really bad poverty. I've always marveled at Russia. Even after the Soviet Union broke up, Russia covers the most land. They're sitting on top the most natural resources. Yet they have the economy similar to the size of Italy.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
If they'd get rid of, well, they got rid of communism, but if they get rid of oligarchy and
Yeah.
actually use those resources, they would have no poverty. But then that would be socialist, right? If the
Yeah.
people actually got to benefit from the resources of the land, which we, I mean, how many American citizens reap the rewards of oil drilled in Texas and California and Arizona?
Mhm.
Not many, but at least there is some wealth redistribution. But that's socialism. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah. That's why it even irks me when people say they're not voting this election, in this
Mm.
election or last election. I'm like, why? Like, why
Yeah.
would you not want to vote? Oh, it doesn't matter. My vote are not gonna matter, or I don't care enough. It just irks me so much, you know, because we
Well,
didn't have that right.
yeah, me too. I think we're on different political leanings. I think you lean Republican. I may be wrong, but and that's
Yeah,
fine.
I do.
I lean Democrat, and I
Yeah,
went to a Democrat meeting last week, and they
yeah,
reminded us the area of Northern Virginia, the part of Virginia that's inside the Capital Beltway, has enough adult able to vote population that we could carry the whole state if people voted. But so many people don't vote that the red state parts of Virginia sometimes carry the day, and sometimes we do.
yeah,
Sometimes we have a Democrat governor, sometimes we have a Republican governor. I'm like, if everyone voted, it would be Democrat every time. But the time that Youngkin got elected is a year after Biden got elected, and okay, we won. Trump's gone, and everyone got complacent, and not nobody voted, but it was a very small voter turnout. If you don't think your vote counts,
right.
look at that statistic. If you have a vote, use it, because one of the things they preached is we can't just win, because if you just barely win, the other side, and it works both ways, the other side's going to claim foul. But if you
Right.
big, it does make a difference, because that takes away the power of the other side. Say you cheated, because it's such a vast difference.
But they still say it.
They still say it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But it's just mind-boggling to me
It
because like your
is.
basic civic duty is to vote, you know?
Your vote counts, even if your mail-in ballot got lost in the mail. But if
Yeah,
everyone voted, that would be less impactful.
right.
I, I, God, I kind of sort of wish everyone was required to vote.
Yeah, me too. It's funny how politically we don't agree on everything, but we do agree on a lot of things, you and I,
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
you
I
know?
kind of sort of think that people should only be allowed to vote if they can answer the same test questions that you got to take to become a citizen.
That's a good point too, but if you don't want to vote, you have a problem, you hate America, just go live in Iraq for a week.
On a high level, I like the idea of some kind of litmus educational test to vote, but then you have to step back and think, who gets to write the questions?
Well, I know it's been done in the past and misused.
Yeah.
They did it in the South. They would have, you had to take a test, and the white person would go in and they'd say, do you know the name of the governor? Well, yeah, it's George Wallace. Okay, here's your voter registration. Black person would come in and they'd be like, so can you name every member of the Supreme Court? Okay, now
Oh,
tell
yeah.
us, I mean, it would be like really ridiculous because they didn't want them to be able to
Mhm.
vote. So it would have to be a sort of a standardized thing. And I know it's like, in a way, I'm against it morally, but on the other hand, I hate the idea that Izzy just left on us.
Hmm.
I hate the idea that so many people are voting that don't really know anything. So
Cliff,
Ariel bailed on us. No, Izzy bailed on us. I'm thinking it's you.
it's the politics. People don't like to talk about politics. But Cliff, I don't know which way you vote, but let's just assume we vote opposite. Your vote could cancel my vote. But if you don't vote, I win the day. I thought my iPad committed suicide. Play taps for the iPad. Do do do. I think she means power. It's in a coma. It's not dead. It's just in a coma. You can charge it up eventually. That's changed since Trump. What's changed since Trump? A lot of things changed since Trump. Yeah. If you don't vote, my vote wins. If you vote and we think different things, we cancel each other out, and Izzy gets to break the tie.
The other thing is people don't vote, but then they sit around and bitch. And it's like, well, you had one chance to try to change things.
Yeah. One of my favorite memes was Hillary Clinton looking over the crowds of the pink hats the day after Trump's inauguration. And she says, "Where were you bitches on election day?"
Yeah.
But we don't know if those people voted or not. But we do know it was a relatively low voter turnout compared to 2020. Yeah. I would suggest everyone vote, but especially if you disagree with me, vote. Otherwise, my vote's going to take over your life. Could you not vote saying that neither men are suitable? Now, our ballots, I think it's nationwide, but our ballots, you have the opportunity to write someone in.
Yep.
Would a write-in ballot have any chance of winning? It would have to be a pretty strong grassroots campaign, but you can literally vote for anyone. It's not just what blocks are available to punch or stamp or check.
There are always plenty of write-in votes for Mickey Mouse. And,
yeah.
Well, the thing, I mean, there's been third-party candidates that did well, didn't come anywhere close to winning. But if you would get other people as a write-in or a third party, and they would consistently get a significant amount of votes, even without winning,
Yeah.
it would start to get the two parties' attention because, they would start being scared.
Yeah, that's true. But Izzy points out something. I wish you could vote for me, but unfortunately, I'm not. That wrong one. I'm not born in the U.S. That's sadly, I don't know. That's true for president, vice president. I don't know about senator, but I do know governors. I do know. Hey, I know boards of education. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger of California. People joked about him running for president, but he couldn't because he was not naturally born in the United States.
It's
he was governor.
It's only president and, of course, vice president because you wouldn't be eligible to become president if he died. But anyway, yeah. But that's like the only elected office that you have to be a naturally born citizen.
Right.
Any other office anywhere, as long as you are a citizen.
A lot of elected positions below president doesn't require. Hell, somewhere there's a city that elected a 16-year-old kid for mayor. I can't remember where that was.
Yeah, I remember
What?
seeing that.
He's not old enough to vote, but he can run for office. Let me Google it. I can't remember. 16 old mayor. Jalen Smith. Oh no, he was 18. Okay. Who was the 16-year-old?
Now, I am not sure, but I think most states might have a thing saying you have to be a registered voter, but I could be wrong.
Good news to share this morning. The small town of Earl in eastern Arkansas is finally getting its first local grocery store in years.
And the mayor says it's the start of something big. Jalen Smith became the youngest.
Okay. I was wrong. It was 18, not 16. Okay. So I guess that's okay, right? Because 18 can vote.
Yeah. So we lost half our panel.
Yeah.
And half of our viewers. You think it's about time we're coming up on 4 hours?
Oh, yes. And this might be the wrong time to suggest it because it's probably in the deck. But you know, your closing thing with the painted black and the images, if I remember when I was a kid, when TV channels would sign off, they'd do the national anthem and then they'd have that bar, that color bar thing.
Yeah, I was looking for different color bars. I didn't find one I liked.
Or maybe have a longer one so you could time the, you'll be in the yellow bar before you actually end the stream. That way you're less likely to cut off the song or whatever.
Oh, well, that's a different thing, but yeah. Well, see, I'm not you. I don't like those things to be very long.
Okay. I did a 2-minute countdown to the end earlier today. But yes, I would like to say we should probably say good night and thank you to Cart and Izzy and Steve and Cliff and Nikki and Ariel. Oh, Ariel. Yeah, Ariel get our thanks.
Kiwi.
Kiwi, thank you. Oh, yes, Kiwi. Great story about the camels. They already said Steve, scrolling up. Cart.
Susie.
GMK. Susie.
Kusa.
Kusa, thank you. All right.
Did you mention Nikki and Mr. Nikki?
I did not mention Mr. Nikki, but I did say Nikki. Cheerio. Oh, yeah. Izzy's.
Donna and Nerdy were here early. And of course, we're forgetting people. But yeah, thanks to everybody that came in, and especially people that come up on the panel. And even Cliff, thank you for coming, even though you know why.
I only have one final suggestion for the night. And I'm pointing at Muxer and I'm saying, play that funky music, White Boy.
Yeah, and then I have to stop off at the office and do some work.